This nigga done already pushed the record button. Shit, we already live.
I ain't gonna say we ready, man. All right, man. First episode
Of
2023. This nigga in a rush. Nigga said we gonna start on my dime.
Yeah, that nigga ain't got no patience.
Anyway,
nigga
man.
asking me about the rug and shit. I'm like, man, hey, calm down over there. Take you a chill pill.
I looked at y'all like, yo, you ready? He did. It was like, well, you ready? I said, yeah, I guess.
That's how I sound. Are you ready? I don't sound like that, nigga. Don't ever do that again.
Yes,
Don't ever try me like that.
That's how you sound.
All right, fuck you. Anyway, this episode ain't monetized. Anyway, man, episode what is it? 453 Random Ass Podcast, man.
Yes,
we
sir.
back 2023 up in this thing. That's crazy.
You want to say it or should I?
Say what? You
Come
better
on,
say
man.
something green.
Come
Go ahead and say
on,
it.
man.
Go ahead and say it.
Come on, man. This our moniker. This our motto, man. New year, new me, baby.
Green ass nigga.
This nigga sassy.
Hey, man.
It's the new year for me.
Hey, I'm turning a new leaf.
It's giving new year. Yeah, it is.
Man, what's good, peoples? We back in the building. Y'all see the new setup. You know what I'm saying? We switching things up a little bit. Had to get a little distance from this motherfucker.
Yeah, man, that nigga was Ted. One episode, his knee touched my knee. And I was like, all right, man, we gotta change the setup a little bit, man. it was no, it's funny. No one inspired this switch. So you know, man, I studied the podcast game, and I noticed like we the only niggas that be facing like
Yeah.
facing like not even looking at each other. And then one day somebody went in the comments, they said, "Hey, why y'all niggas not looking at each other?" Then I ignored it. I was like, all right, it's
That's
just
funny for a nigga to ask that, though.
yeah. I was like, I ain't answered. I just like looked at it, they ignored it. And somebody else was like, hey, I think the podcast would be better if y'all niggas was actually looking at each other. And I was like, all right, yeah. I think we should switch it up, man.
Niggas ain't got no eye contact.
We just looking at Banks' ass. I don't even know what your facial expressions is. Because I'm looking this way.
right.
Yeah, so I said we want to switch it up, man. Turn a little clockwise.
Yeah, man, I was a little surprised when I came in the studio.
Also, that black couch was hurting my ass. Also,
I definitely feel that.
yeah. Every time I sat in it, I felt like I had a BBL. I was healing from a BBL.
Alright.
The way it was just hurting.
Bitch, you ain't gon' get no extra points. Put no move.
That was an extreme analogy.
What,
It was
nigga?
an extreme
You
analogy.
know when the women get the BBLs, they ass be hurting.
Yeah, you could have said you rode a bike for a long time or something. You know what I'm saying? You just,
Oh yeah, when you do get a new bike, your ass do be hurting.
yeah, bro. Yeah, you can't ride down no hills. And shit.
You know it's crazy because when you ride a bike and your ass be hurt, you got to get used to it.
Bro, that shit crazy as fuck because it don't happen overnight.
Yeah.
That's like a 2 week, a 2 week to a month straight.
This may sound crazy, but you got to train your ass.
All right.
Be able
You
to
know
ride.
what?
Nigga, yeah.
We gonna stop this conversation right here.
You got to train your ass, man.
I don't know what amp is on today.
All right, bro. Y'all trying to act like y'all don't know what I mean. You got to train your ass.
Episode 453. Hey, ladies, y'all can train y'all ass. If you a man, I should training your ass for anything. That was the perfect time for a drop.
What drop?
I don't know, man, but he over there lost.
A homosexual, you know what I'm talking about?
Not that drop, nigga. That's crazy.
But yeah, man, episode 453, man, we are back in this bitch. We are almost to 500. You got to think about what we doing at episode 500.
Probably nothing.
I don't know, man. You might not be doing nothing.
We'll bring the strippers out.
Hey, I'm gonna come in this bitch in a Spider-Man costume.
All right, man.
I'm gonna be Black Panther.
All right. Okay. I
That's a
fought
good
with it. I fought with it.
That's a good one.
It's kind of weird.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why is it weird?
It's not Halloween.
So, I mean, Comic-Con go on year round.
It's June.
Yo, you can't tell me they don't have a Comic-Con in June.
I think they have them all year.
That's what I'm saying. I think they have them once a month.
I don't know about once a month.
Man,
but
it's 50 states, bro.
I feel like they have like I feel like it's like each. They don't have Even they got like the fake Comic-Cons.
That's what I'm saying. It's always an opportunity for a nigga to dress
And
up.
then, they got the black ones now. They got like the nigga con. That ain't the name of it. I'm just being ignorant right now.
I was gonna say I might need to check that out.
Like they have like the black noir con or some shit. No, something black boy
Something black
joy-ish.
related. Yeah. Y'all was giving me shit about the black boy joy in the group chat.
Oh yeah, that's you.
That's that Toby Wan.
All right, man.
Whatever his name is.
Oh, Toby Nwan.
You can't be black and happy.
What they call that shit? The soft black era?
I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I don't listen to that Toby nigga. 2B.
Yeah, he always talking about the cops killing black people. I'm like, all right, bro.
That's crazy because you dress like him. You do dress like the Toby Noir nigga.
No, he don't. I can't
That's
do it.
crazy, bro. That was just unnecessary.
Because that dude be dressing in the kilt.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah, he do. He wear like a lot of. That nigga got a coat low key.
He does. He 100%
teal
does.
coat.
I mean, he advertises it in all of his videos.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
yo,
just
this
some-
my followers.
It's just something strange. Like you just see that nigga. He have a teal grill.
I ain't even. Yeah, when I seen
nigga
that shit,
have a tail grill. He got he got 20 niggas just singing in sync.
niggas want to be so different.
That nigga might be the new Jim Jones. That nigga might be the TikTok Jim Jones on the low.
All right.
His wife always pregnant. What is she always pregnant for?
Look like she don't wash her ass.
All right.
You going extreme. You going
No, that's
hard.
what all them bras that be with them look like. They look like they a coat full of non-washing ass women. I'm trying not to say the B word this year, people.
You better than me.
Yeah, I kind of cut out the N word last year, but yeah.
Nigga, please. You ain't cut that shit out.
I'd say it in context. That's it.
I feel like Banks did cut the end. That would beat our ass that couldn't stop saying nigga.
Yeah, beat that.
Or it might have been that nigga.
Banks be letting it fly.
No, it's in the context of when
And
I
then
mean
he
something.
always try and cover it up after he say it. So I think it's easily forgotten.
It's rare that I say that word, bro.
Man, stop
I can't
it.
even lie to y'all.
All right, I'm going to go through our group message after this shit.
I ain't in there no more, so it don't matter.
Oh, what you got? You got a droid again?
I wish. No.
Bro, if you went back to the droid, I'm deleting your number.
I wish I would have went back to the Droid, bro.
All right, so you got an iPhone? You got another iPhone?
Yeah, but I can't get into the Apple. Or the
can't
cloud,
get-
I'm sorry.
Who you with? Metro? Straight Talk?
No.
Nigga said straight talk. That still exists?
Straight Talk Wireless Fire, too. I wish.
No, it's not. I remember straight talk. They used to give you free Jaguar tickets.
Damn.
You got
Hey,
Sorry,
look,
team.
They could give me something for this Saturday.
Hey, chill. We beat y'all.
I know that was one time, though.
Oh, but we beat y'all, so it don't even like it don't 1-0. We
Nigga
beat
said,
y'all,
yeah.
nigga. And it was
One
recent.
time.
It was a couple weeks ago that we beat y'all.
That's all right. I went to the local fish spot, and they said, yeah, we're going to beat y'all today. I'm like, cool. Can you bag up my food, please? I'm hungry.
We're gonna beat y'all today. Who played today?
No, I'm talking about in the context of that day.
Oh,
I was at a...
nigga, what you going around? I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I didn't know you was a Cowboys fan.
I've
Nigga,
been
just
a
give me my
Cowboys fan.
fish sandwich.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I told him, like, dude, can I just get my food?
Nigga said, I'm a Cowboys fan. Let me get a number 7.
Nigga just walked in. I love nigga like
Oh, we gonna beat y'all today. Well, that's fine. Can I get my number 7, please?
Niggas like I love Dak. You love what? I love Dak. That's what that nigga just came and said. How they knew you was a Cowboys fan? What they just said were you watching the game today?
No, because some Cowboy fans came out of the spot, and then I was like, yeah, that's right. And like, in my way.
I
And
know
just
that's
said, yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's right. In my way. That's crazy.
No, I
that
ain't
nigga
say-
said, my brother under Allah. That's right. That's what I'm talking
No,
about.
I didn't say
Cowboys,
in a
baby.
fugazi way, but I just said, hey, let's go, and then kept it pushing.
Oh.
And the way I say stuff,
That's the one thing about Jaguar games. Every time I go to a Jaguar game, and the home team, not the home team, the away team, always be filling the stadium.
Yeah,
they
they be thick as fuck out there.
and it don't even be trans. It don't
All
even
the
be,
Jags fans be in the buzz on.
yeah, it don't even be transplants either. It be niggas from Jacksonville repping other teams.
Do you know how many Pittsburgh Steelers fans there are here in the city? It's probably about a good quarter.
They should all be dead. I mean, ooh,
That's
I didn't mean that. That was the old amp. I didn't mean to say that.
That was
The old
crazy.
amp came out anyway.
These niggas wilding in the new year, man.
Hey, shout out to Earl. I had went to one game, and it's always violent every time this game happened. I stopped going to them. When the Chicago Bears here,
Oh yeah.
it'd be 80% Bears fan. And last time I went, it was niggas getting beat the fuck up, and it was Bears fans getting beat the fuck up. No troll. I seen a nigga hit with a 2x4.
Oh, that's
Like some
crazy.
hacksaw
Where the
shit.
fuck did that
Ducking
nigga
shit.
grab the 2x4?
Bro, it was a game. We beat the Bears. So you know the bro. You know when the Jags, when we get
Oh
ignorant
yeah,
out
niggas
there.
get hyped. Yeah.
So we beat them. A Bears fan. Next nigga sound like he from Mississippi or some shit. Even though Chicago niggas do sound country as fuck.
Wait, you just said the context. I mean, I'm sorry. You just said the key word. Sorry to cut you off, man. Mississippi and Alabama people are just Chicago people with jackets. Like they transplants.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
Yeah, I don't know why like Chicago niggas, they be calling niggas Bammers and shit. Like y'all niggas country as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that it be a lot of like up north places using Bama, and I'm like, yo, that's
Yeah, y'all roots is from the South.
yeah.
Like
That's
nigga,
a
your
Southern
grandma
thing.
most likely from Arkansas or some shit like that. Anyway, nigga talking shit, sound country as fuck. I'm sorry, we still better than y'all. They saying no. I seen a nigga. It was a pickup truck. Nigga just picked up the 2x4 and threw it at that nigga.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It'd be epic fights at the stadium too.
Oh, yeah.
Every time. My brother, he played for JU, and them niggas had it wasn't at the stadium, but it was at the arena right outside, and them niggas had a game up there. I want to say it was JU and UNF. Them niggas after the game, bruh, it was a big ass fight like right in front of us. My whole family out there. At this time, my youngest brother, that nigga 19 now. He probably was like 4, right? Young enough to where my pops had him up on his shoulders. And normally you think like, all right, some shit go down. It's about to get violent. You take the kids, you kind of get away from shit.
Yeah.
Man, we like, yo, nah, we got to watch this shit. Motherfucker squared up by 3-4 punches. You see one nigga just collapse, bruh.
Yeah, you see some crazy fight at the Jag game.
And then everything just closed in.
Nah, you'll never salute to the Jaguars. You'll never see a Jag on Jag fight.
Never.
But
Not
you look on Twitter, you see a Raider on Raider fight. They be fighting the fuck out of each other.
them niggas hate each other.
And they all be Mexicans in jorts.
They be basically about to kill each other. Like
Team
literally, dude.
Jordans.
I was like, bro, why y'all fighting each other, bro? Y'all supposed to be together. Y'all supposed to unite as one.
I'm actually surprised Jordan doesn't cater more to Mexicans.
Yeah, you got Team Jordans. That's catering
Have
to
you
them.
seen all these mid-top ones? Jordan is definitely catering to
You got a
Mexicans.
point. You got a point.
Them and Carmella from WWE.
I would have dropped a pair of Quattros on y'all ass.
Y'all niggas buying. First of all, why are y'all niggas buying red and white 11s?
Bruh. My brother got a Puerto Rican girlfriend from New York. And them niggas showed up on Christmas matching in them pair of them. I say, brother, you might need to leave her. He Dominican, so
Yeah, that nigga said he got a Puerto Rican girlfriend.
you're a little Hispanic. So
I already know she had on some pants with no ass pockets on them.
Bro, don't
no,
be talking-
bruh.
Why you talking about Nelson cousin like that, bro?
Nah, man. They came in and matching sweatsuits.
She ain't
I
had
said,
no
okay.
pockets. She ain't had no pockets on this shit.
She got some baby fat jeans.
What's the what's little baby 4 pockets full? She was no pockets full. On them
Alright.
pants. She ain't had no pockets on them bitches.
Everything is in her cleavage.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's sweaty.
Wait, man, yeah, you be seeing some crazy shit at the Jaguar game. But the last time the Bears was there, I wasn't at that game, and they got stabbed the fuck up. Hey,
Damn.
Bears fans, I think y'all
Yeah,
can't
don't
fight.
come to the
Y'all can't fight, bro.
Right.
Stop coming to the games, bro.
for your own safety.
Y'all always lose. Oh, I think the last time they beat us, that's probably why a nigga got stabbed.
Probably. I ain't been to a Jags game and seen them lose. Not to my knowledge.
Hey, nigga, I might need.
Matter of fact, years ago when they was going through their phase, when I wasn't a Jag fan.
You might need to
then.
get the tickets to this week game if
I'm
you lucky.
It's a bit of I don't know how to feel about this one, man.
I'm
We
like
playing against Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I go,
Hey man,
I could be good luck, bad luck.
Don't come on here with that fatherless shit, man. Don't come on here with that two dad shit, nigga.
Stop it, bro.
Don't come on here with that bullshit, bro.
Stop it, nigga. I'm just saying that because I had love for the team once, I don't know if that's gonna sway in their favor. So I figure it might be best.
Hey, mate, so y'all rival? Y'all rival with the Eagles, right? Huh? Y'all rival with the Eagles, right?
Nigga, they rival everybody.
You got a point.
Who y'all biggest rival?
Let me tell you something right now. That boy EDP, the reason why I hope his kidney go out, and I hate saying that, but I don't give a flying.
He should have had, what Rick Ross said? He had kidney failure.
Yeah.
You know, I guess his kidneys fail.
Yeah.
Hey, EDP, you the real big fat funky. Not Keith Lee, big fat funky EDP.
That meme was crazy. That shit said the doctor said kid, and he was smiling. Then the other just said knee failure.
Hey, that's definitely 1A, but him being an Eagles fan is 1B, so he definitely should go off that. I think he should go off that, really. That's enough to send him to hell for being an Eagles fan. If any Eagles fan is listening, all y'all going to hell by default. I'm sorry.
I rock with it.
Yeah, but 49ers is our other rival.
I mean, like, who y'all biggest? That's y'all two
Eagles.
biggest?
The
Eagles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they in our division.
Bulls. Who the big Bulls' biggest rival? Do y'all even got a rival?
I mean, I don't know.
Zach LaVine, that's my rival right now. That's our biggest rival right now. Him and DeMar. I don't know what's up with Compton DeMar. But otherwise than that, usually it's like the Celtics or the Lakers, but it's not the Knicks.
Ain't neither one of them niggas, y'all. The
Yes,
Lakers might be. The Celtics is not the Bulls, right? Like,
hold on. Remember 86 when Jordan put that
this nigga
62
said
on him?
86.
Exactly.
That's what I was asking, because I was like, do y'all
Nigga
rivalries
said
even really
86.
exist anymore?
No.
It's like it's not the same.
It ain't no way you could, like, you can't even be a factor for a rival just based on the fact that, one, I can't think of no like legendary games since Jordan's left. You know what I mean? And I'm not even gonna go that far. I'm not gonna go that far.
I got you.
Because Ben Gordon was nice.
Yeah, in 2009 when he was on the team. Hey, get well, Ben Gordon. He going through right now.
Yeah.
But
That nigga done lost
that
his
nigga
mind.
D Rose had a lot of
D Rose was oh my God. D Rose was unbelievable.
That Christmas game against Kobe.
Yo, I was such a Derrick Rose fan, man. Like, he was unbelievable.
you still should be.
I mean, yeah. I'm just saying when he was in his prime.
Don't say nothing now.
You're not that big of a D Rose fan. If you was really a D Rose fan, you would have donated your knees. So you're not
Green ass nigga.
Brandon Roy was on track to be one of the greatest NBA players. And
Hey,
as much as
relax that green ass. I'm still paying for that soundboard. Stop relaxing. Hey,
nigga smashing that bitch.
Yeah, don't disrespect. We don't do D Rose slander over here.
Green ass.
No D Rose slander.
But real quick, as much as I love Brandon Roy, I would not give him my cartilage to see that nigga keep playing.
Oh, that nigga came in the NBA with no knees.
Bruh.
Yeah.
His game was just so beautiful though.
That nigga was like Cotton off of King of the Hill.
Man, that nigga was like what's that nigga name? Earl the Goat, Manic Goat.
that nigga was straight, but he came back too quick.
He really did. That nigga had a point to prove.
Yeah, like nigga, you just tore both your ACLs. He trying to come back in the playoffs, and they let him do it.
The doctor said, "Hey, nigga, you can't jump 6 inches off the ground." That nigga was still dunking.
And then he went to the Timberwolves and it's cold, so that didn't help his knees either.
By the time he went to the Timberwolves, I think that was like a mercy signing. He was done at that point.
Yeah, he was definitely done. When he came back though, he was cooking.
And they a horrible organization too. So
you remember back in the day when niggas was fucked up, they used to tell you to go to the Phoenix Suns because they had like the best like doctors staff.
Yep.
Yeah, like Grant Hill went out there. He went to didn't he go to the All Star or was that with the Clippers?
Nah, I think he did go to the All Stars with the Suns.
No, let me.
You remember when he was an All Star starter?
Let me make sure, because I know when he went to the Clippers, he was playing defense, and then when he went to the Suns, he was doing the same thing because they had him locking up Kobe.
I think he was on the All-Star team on the Suns, like late in his career. Like that nigga was like a starter, and that nigga was like his body was done, and he made like a all-star starter or some shit like that.
He was like 35. 2005 is the last time he was an all-star in Denver. So he was on the Magic at that time.
He was on the Magic?
Yeah, he signed to the Suns 2007 through 2012, and then he had that one season with the Clippers when he was just like,
Oh, okay.
Damn, that's crazy.
But I remember the Suns still, that was like a resurgence team for him because he was locking up Kobe. He was averaging, I think, about 15. Let me look right now. Yeah, he was averaging about 13.
Now, I used to love that nigga Grant Hill when I was a kid.
Oh man, his game was beautiful.
Yeah, I might be bad. Look, my two favorite players when I was a kid was Grant Hill and Penny, and both of them niggas had bad knees.
He was on the Suns as well, remember? Penny?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Penny was like, if you ain't like Penny, you a fuck nigga.
Yeah, that might be the name of the episode.
I feel like that's the best way to
And
put it.
and not a fuck nigga in the Florida way either.
Nah,
You was the bad fuck nigga.
cause I mean, dog, like Penny and Shaq was unbelievable. Penny, fucking point guarding the Magic. Like, yo, that was a great time to be a Floridian.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
I
you?
almost cried. I just thought about how I miss Penny. I done told the story a million times on the podcast. I'm not gonna tell it again. I almost shed a tear just now thinking about it, bro. I could have seen Penny Hardaway, but I was bad in school.
You'll be all right.
That's funny as hell, man.
Damn. I still remember that day. I had a nightmare about that. Not recently, but like a long time ago. It was crazy.
Lil Penny?
Huh?
Was he Lil Penny?
Nah, this is what happened. Cause you know when I told the story, I was talking about how I heard the kids outside screaming, "Penny, Penny!"
Yeah.
So my dream was a nightmare. No Meek Mill shit.
Oh, did he?
I'm
Was
running-
it in your dream?
No.
Okay.
No chlorine fries was in my dream. Anyway, I was just running down the hall, and the hall was endless. And I'm just hearing people scream, "Penny, Penny, Penny."
That's a nightmare for
Yeah,
real,
that's a nightmare.
nigga.
That sounds like me every night. Endless hallway.
Nah, your nightmare is you in the Philippines and you see something, you get a package. Yeah.
know if
Nah,
I
it
said
definitely yourself.
I don't know why, but I imagine in your nightmares you got hair.
No, that would be a dream to a certain extent.
That shit just start falling out.
Damn. All right.
So my everyday life, I wake up and I'm in a nightmare. Oh God!
That shit just start shedding.
Hey man, Banks' hair is overrated.
So you say?
Yeah, that shit overrated, man.
I'll be all right.
Hey man, you gotta let the ball shit fly, man. Let that shit go.
It do.
Take that hat off.
No, I'll be all right. I wear hats regardless, bro.
You can't hide it all your life, bro.
So even if you had hair, you'd wear hats.
Yeah,
See, I got hair and I wear hats.
yeah,
I
that's
just
how
like
I feel.
hats.
Yeah.
I can go without a hat. I'm not insecure about my hair. Long ass my bitches love me. Give a fuck about no hand.
I don't believe you.
I don't either.
All right. You ain't got to, man. Just ask God. That's my new saying for 2023. You ain't got to believe me. Ask God.
Do the whole little ball. Yeah, that's all that count, to be honest.
I think so. Because they know it's no secret.
Do they massage your head like when you eating pussy and shit?
Oh, one time, let me tell you.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was bald headed, that'd be like my one request.
That'd be fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm gonna eat your pussy tonight. You just go ahead and massage them temples for me.
Yeah.
The nigga was stressed earlier.
Yeah, the woman that I think kept the kid, yeah, she definitely did that.
You think kept the kid?
Yeah, that's a long story. That's Patreon eventually. It's been since May. It's been
Nigga said since
Nigga,
May.
what's going on right
Like,
now?
bro,
Don't worry about it.
I'm thinking this shit was years ago. This
May,
nigga said
nigga, that
since
kid
May.
is here.
Like, bruh,
Yeah, no, that's a new number. Who's this?
Oh.
you wild. Damn, bruh. We might have to. We might need a new producer soon.
Hey, if you a deadbeat dad, you can't work on him.
I was gonna say,
No.
hey,
You know, how you know?
damn Drake.
How you? Well,
Hey man, don't put that on Drake, bro. Drake is in Pusher TEA.
who had a bad album, except for 2 songs.
Oh, y'all finally admit he had a bad album?
No, I said it, except for 2 songs.
I
That
ain't
album's
really
trash.
listen to that shit.
It's only the first and second song are the only good ones.
I've been
really
saying that
first
nigga
one.
got bad albums the past 10 years, and y'all been saying I've been tripping.
Daytona's a masterpiece.
Bro, that shit was ass, bro. That shit was not good.
All right, I'm gonna go on that podcast and I'm gonna give it a 3-hour breakdown.
All right, I don't give a fuck, nigga.
I think
shit
that
ass.
in the essence of what Pusha T does, like Pusha T don't elevate his style. That shit don't change none. So
Yeah,
in that
niggas-
regard, I guess you can say every album is decent, but I don't know.
What Drake said, he said that nigga still rapping about that same bag of dope.
Pretty much.
Y'all listen to more Drake than Jay-Z. I don't know why.
You said what?
I listen to more Drake than Jay-Z.
I mean, for one, Jay-Z ain't dropped an album in God knows how
Yeah, I
long.
listen. I think most people listen to more Drake than Jay-Z because that nigga Drake's dropping new shit. And that Her Loss album wasn't bad to me.
And Nas got
Very
him shook
consistent.
too.
Her Loss. Which one was that? That was the
21
one.
Savage.
It wasn't.
You
bad.
said it was too much singing.
It was. It was. I'm not a fan of that personally because he's not like he's not catering to an R&B sound. You get what I'm saying? That nigga's legit just singing. Like I
Gotta turn my vision.
yeah, I can do without that shit.
No,
That Spin About You song hard.
which one is that one?
Sing it.
The one with 21 Savage was singing.
Which one is that one?
I don't know why 21. Like, why are you singing, nigga?
Yeah.
You. That's like that time. You remember that Rick Ross song where he had Raphael Sadiq?
Yeah.
And he was singing. I'm like, nigga, why are you singing, nigga?
Because
I was like, nigga, all right, why you pay an R&B nigga and you're singing, nigga? Shut the fuck up, Ross.
Yeah, man. I don't get it, dog.
Nigga talks about la 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 la. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga.
Yeah, man. If you're gonna be singing, like, give me an R&B song or make that shit some kind of catchy. Make
Or
that
be
shit
like
some kind of-
Cameron. That nigga said, fuck a R&B nigga. Zeke sing all the hooks.
Yeah.
You gotta give him something to do. And then, 21 Savage sound like Amaretta, who sounds like Big Boy, who sounds like every Atlanta person.
Why you hate Atlanta accent so much?
It's horrible. That's why. I
Atlanta.
really hate the accent. Y'all
I like
can't-
Atlanta
I was
accents.
gonna say Atlanta got some fire accents actually. Georgia in general. Just
I don't
'cause,
know about that.
Hey.
Boy, what part of Georgia you talking about? And
Nah,
then
my
you got-
partner Trap from Montezuma.
Huh?
that nigga accent so hard.
You know what's crazy? Like 2 or 3 times a year, I'll see somebody comment like, hey, bring that nigga back on the podcast. And we won't because that nigga was ignorant as fuck.
he was so ignorant.
He was saying a lot of problematic stuff.
I actually
episode.
couldn't believe how ignorant he was.
That was an
getting
amazing
with.
episode. Like,
Yeah,
it was really
for
good.
sure.
But that nigga was saying some ignorant stuff.
Send it to me.
What was the name of it?
I gotta remember, man.
I know y'all
That
was
shit-
saying. I know we got I think I ain't gonna say it went viral, but that shit got a lot of plays when y'all was rapping that "Eat a Booty" song. I had clipped that and put that on YouTube. That shit got a lot of views on it.
I forgot all about that song.
Them niggas
bro.
were rapping for 10 minutes about eating booty. I was like, y'all gotta put Kevin Gates on the remix of this shit.
No, because then he'll be talking about eating man booty.
Like,
right,
I said
bro.
Kevin
All
Gates. I said Kevin Gates, not Kevin Spacey.
No, Kevin Gates.
No, I said
You got it right.
I don't know what you talking about eating man booty.
He said he half and half now.
When he said that?
Recently, he said he half and half. He a slash now.
Okay.
He or whatever they be saying.
He's a they them.
Yeah, he one of them. You one of them. So yeah,
He
he a
must
slash.
got caught doing something.
That's my new term.
That's the new finesse. When you get caught doing something, you change your nouns.
Is Drake a single? That's all I need to know.
No, actually, he's still with her, which is weird.
That's
Because
crazy.
the nigga dropped that diss song about her.
That's crazy as fuck.
That song was fire.
And then he was on some podcast. He was just on a bunch of podcasts just telling
Yeah,
all his
last
business.
year he was all over the
Yeah,
podcast.
he was on somebody podcast saying how him and his homies to run trains on her. I was
Hey, yo.
Really?
like, yeah.
What happened to the only human button on
That
here?
is insane, man. That girl gotta love herself. God damn.
Well, most bad women don't, but that's besides
I mean, that's true.
A lot of niggas do that.
Run trains?
Not on a fucking main.
Nah, like that's crazy sharing your wife.
Like seriously,
I would.
seriously.
I would.
Y'all been saying
You
that.
what?
Yeah, if y'all would, hey, I want your wife. Yeah, go ahead.
You wild, bruh. I'm gonna be honest. You ever even tempt me with that shit? That'll be the last time we talk.
So if I was like with who bad right now? Old girl from TikTok I always be talking about. I don't know her name. They be at Walmart.
Nigga, I don't care. If
Yeah,
you're
I don't
with-
care who it is.
I don't care if you're with Rihanna, nigga. I'm not sharing.
No, I'm not.
If that's the homie girlfriend, and nigga, what are you, a cuck, nigga?
Yeah,
No, just
Nah, if you just casually fucking the chick and you pass it to me.
Man, fuck no. Yeah, that's different. That's different.
Like,
man.
nah, he was sharing. Y'all probably don't follow because y'all know y'all niggas don't like Shy Glizzy. So anyway, Shy Glizzy, the nigga from DC.
Man, this nigga
what
being
song he
ignorant.
sing? What song he do?
One of his biggest songs was White Girl.
Crew.
Yeah, Crew. He was on Crew.
Oh, I hate that damn.
That
I
was
about to
his
say a
song.
term. I was about to say a bad
Oh,
term.
no, it wasn't.
I can't
He
stand that.
was.
You don't like Crew.
I hate that song.
You the only nigga on earth that don't like Crew.
Like seriously,
That's
that's
like
what put Brent Fayez on the map.
That's why I hate it because I don't like him.
Yeah, I don't care about Brent Fayez, but that song is fire.
But he made the song. Like that nigga killed the chorus.
That nigga killed Crew and never made a song like that ever again.
ever again. Ever again.
And
Nothing
I'm a Gold Link
near it.
fan. Like Gold Link is one of my
You
favorite
a
artists.
Gold Link fan?
Yeah.
That's so insane. I don't like Brent Fayez.
I
Oh,
don't
you,
like Glizzy.
hey, you almost
But
said
I
the
like-
term out of you was about to say about that song.
Man, I ain't saying that word, but this nigga say he like fucking Gold Link.
Gold Link is phenomenal.
Gold Link
Phenomenal.
isn't bad, but I don't know, man.
That album that Crew was on was okay from Gold. It was
Yeah, it was
okay.
alright.
It had that Jasmine Sullivan song was fire. Then he made another album. That shit was ass.
Yeah.
He made like 2 more albums.
He makes like experimental rap.
He makes that same kind of music that Isaiah Rashad make.
Don't do that.
No, he doesn't.
No, he
He
don't.
doesn't.
No, he
Isaiah
don't.
Rashad shit you can actually ride to. Like,
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
be
you can
depressed
actually-
too.
all right.
I be on the body
Oh,
myself.
you
when
can
I listen
ride
that
to
stuff.
Isaiah Rashad music? That's what you just said.
I mean, fuck y'all niggas. I'm secure in my masculinity.
He gonna try to secure you.
Boy, stop. Yeah.
That nigga
You
gonna
wanna
be behind your seat.
You want to come to Chattanooga?
All right. I ain't listening to neither one of y'all niggas.
Imagine. Never mind.
What was he talking about, man?
Chattanooga being sorry. I don't know.
What you got against Chattanooga?
This nigga don't like anything on earth, bro.
Yeah, that nigga don't like nothing,
I've
bro.
I've come to the realization.
this
that
nigga's a
nigga Banks
hater.
just be talking shit, so he has something to say.
This is why we're friends, because he finally understands. Yes, I don't like anything for the
Like,
most
this
part.
nigga.
I'm about to just stop talking to
Whoa.
niggas.
Bro, we was talking like
Gold Link got a good
we'll be
music.
talking about something and he'd be like, we'll say something.
Everybody be in agreement on something, and that nigga Banks be like, "Well, yeah, nah, I'm glad y'all ain't asked me because I don't really fuck with it." And it's like,
Yeah, like we'll talk about a female or something like that. We were like, well, how is he? He said, first of all, she's a Tampa woman.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, what does that even mean? Nigga, like, okay, she's from Tampa.
he says that about no matter where she's from. Well, she's from LA, so like, okay, what?
You're like, yeah, she's a
She was born.
nigga. She's a Sacramento woman. Like, nigga, I don't know what that means. Nigga, I don't know nothing about
I'm
Sacramento.
uncultured.
Yeah.
I don't slander Texas women and New York women.
Okay.
I talk shit about everything, but for the most part, I like stuff. I wouldn't say love.
This
I like
nigga
stuff.
Banks be talking shit about everything, especially women, and then he be like, I'll just take whatever I get. And I'm like,
I talk shit about myself.
make it make sense.
Try not to curse a lot.
We're gonna put
year,
this
too.
nigga in therapy this year.
Yeah.
Oh no, for sure. We need to do
That
that.
ain't gonna make his therapist cry.
Yeah, no, for sure. We need to do that. That's really one of my goals. And try not to curse a lot.
We're gonna get somebody to teach you how to love yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to a therapist. I think we should bring a therapist on here.
That would be good.
We gotta pay him though.
It's gonna be a 4-hour episode, 3 hours just for
We
Joe.
should get hypnotized this year.
No, okay, you're taking it too far.
I'm just saying that's content.
I do not play with demons.
You watch horror movies, yo.
It's fake.
How you know?
That shit fake, man.
Okay, so the Ouija board. Didn't you say you saw Slender Man and not RX Nephew?
Oh, I did see Slender Man.
I still don't believe that story. And you just told that like 2021.
Bro, I was so scared that day. I told that story on here?
Yeah, it was like 2021.
Oh,
You told
that shit
story.
was crazy.
No, that was a couple months ago. Because I was like, you ain't seen no Slender Man.
Bruh. First of all, I was at them apartments. I had no business there.
Nigga, I was in Cleveland Arms one night, and in the middle of the neighborhood, I had to ask myself, what the fuck am I doing here? Like,
Oh, yeah, you're tripping.
I don't want that pussy this bad.
Nigga, who was you fucking with Cleveland Arms, nigga?
I don't know, man.
You
I
gotta
used to
love
live
yourself,
wild
nigga.
life.
What year was this?
This was probably.
Nigga, what are you doing
This
with your
might have
life?
been like, damn, I'm trying to think. It might have been like 2017.
That's fine.
Nah, because I wasn't here. So it had to have been before that. I'm trying to think,
And
man.
she said, I'm in Cleveland Arms, and you said bet. And you put in your GPS.
I ain't say bet, nigga. It wasn't like it was like, oh, all right.
Yeah. Nigga said, all right, I'm up for a challenge.
Nigga took a little longer to get ready, you know what I'm saying?
Some of the best coochie is dangerous. When you gotta
Oh
go through
shit.
them old
All the
neighborhoods.
best coochie is dangerous, nigga.
Yeah, I'd had to go through a certain part of Compton to get to Carson on the bus to get some coochie.
Nigga, for some good coochie, you'll do some crazy
I'm not
shit.
getting on a bus.
No, that was different, bro. And we was together.
That time I got called on the north side, I almost had to get on the bus to go home.
Nigga. First of all, that
Would have been such a ridiculous ride.
nigga, first of all, that was 2007 Jacksonville. Buses ended at like 8 p.m.
Ended at 8. I think
we being generous saying 8.
I don't think that I would have been able to make it from Dunn to the beach on finance or anything else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah, it wasn't a smart move.
Yeah, I've taken like 3.5 hour bus rides to get some Gucci.
Nah, fuck no. I don't ride a bike.
I never rode a bus, but I just know Jacksonville got a terrible bus system. It gotta be.
This man is wealth. He said, I ain't riding no bus.
I never rode a bus.
I probably rode a bus literally like one time, and that was to get to a car.
Yeah, Jacksonville's not the place for public transportation.
Oh, I did ride a bus one time. It wasn't in Jacksonville though. I rode a bus in LA.
Why would you do that?
It was before Ubers.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
I had to get to Staples Center. I had to get from Inglewood to Staples Center.
Yeah, that's the most dangerous thing ever. It's not even a gangbang. It's just the insane people that get on the bus.
Nah, you know what's crazy? When I got on a bus, so I went to SummerSlam one time when it was in LA. And then when I got on the bus, it was nothing but wrestling fans on that motherfucker.
Oh, that's a rare occurrence.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. I was like, all right.
Hey, y'all better not do that at WrestleMania.
I think I've only just talking about public transportation. I think I've only been on a train, a subway.
Bro,
once.
I thought this nigga was about to say, I've been on a short bus.
This nigga wanted me to say.
I wanted him to say that.
Be honest.
Yeah, you tripping.
Nigga was like, here it comes.
I was on a short bus one time.
Explain.
So you were doing some projecting.
Huh?
You were doing some projecting on
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. So this is why I was on a short bus. Of course, I got a reason. I wouldn't just be on a short bus, just be on a short bus.
They ran out of seats on the long bus.
Have you ever been on first Jacksonville school system was ass? Have you ever been on a bus where like y'all had more kids than the bus seats?
100%.
And they still
100%.
They were like, y'all got to sit down.
three to a seat. And
Y'all got somebody got to sit down.
Yep.
You be on
niggas put a knee on the leather.
You be having like 1% of your one cheek on the seat.
Straight up.
She hit a speed bump. You,
Bruh, the whole back of the bus become popcorn.
I was like, bro, we need another bus, bro.
Dog, riding the bus though from school was one of the funnest experiences in high school. I had one of the best bus rides, and I ain't even realize it until like halfway through the year.
Nigga, how was it fun, nigga?
Bruh, every day after school, niggas used to rank on each other. Niggas would fight on the bus. We got dropped off to another school to transfer buses and shit. Them niggas used to be fighting. That was like a middle school. And
Y'all
them
niggas bad as fuck.
bruh, That shit was just fun as hell, bro.
It was fun just fighting and shit.
Just being in the midst of shit. You know what I'm saying? Who you fought yesterday? You know what I'm saying? What happened? Who won? I used to be all in the mix. That nigga Chris got into a fight one time. I told the story, but
I remember that shit was the funniest shit ever. With that Chris fight.
Oh my God, bro. That nigga did promo for a week.
Yeah, he was talking about that shit all day. He was like, yeah, I'm about to fight today.
Wait till I get out of school.
I'm like, bro, where you gonna fight at?
At my bus stop.
I'm like, oh, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I ain't gonna see that shit. Nigga amping me up. I'm like, nigga, I ain't gonna see that shit. Nigga.
No, that shit was so funny. The next day I asked Chris, I say, man, you want to fight? Nigga say, nah.
Yeah. He like, yeah, I got tired.
Gassed out.
I'm like, I respect the honesty.
He kept going, yeah, that's all you can say.
I was about to ask you, did you get beat up?
No, nigga. No.
You want all your fights?
Every one of them. No bullshit.
Must be nice. You want every fight in your life.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
Yeah, I only been caught. I only got rocked. I ain't never fell.
Nigga hit me. Nigga, I tell it all the time.
Robbed, you lost.
No, because I
Nah. A nigga stole me one time.
Oh, you still won?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just got rocked. That's it. Like, I've been rocked several times, but that tell me I got a chin. Pause.
Yeah, that whole, like, remove rock from your vocabulary, bro.
I ain't hear that word in so long.
Yeah, that shit was just coming off uncomfortable for a while.
Like, grow up, nigga.
I have no idea what you talking about.
I did get stole on twice. Like, this white boy hit me, and I beat the shit out of him.
Umar.
Boy, I beat the shit out of that cracker. Oh, my God.
Ogun, strike him down.
Oh, my God. Shit, he can't. That nigga come down and shake my hand for the way I whooped his ass. I ain't see that cracker again at the school after I beat his ass. No bullshit.
That's what I know about the South. White boys, some of them got hands, so it seems to be.
Yeah, white boys out here be fighting. They be throwing hands. They be getting their ass beat, but they could be having hands.
I respect you. If you gonna get beat up, I mean, obviously you want to win, but I respect you if you gonna jump, if you gonna get into a fight and commit to it.
You know what's crazy, bro? Like, of course we in the South. I don't know, Joe, you can agree to this or disagree. I don't really be seeing too much like racial shit going on. Well, from where I was at, of course, if you go like
nigga, you was on the north side. So.
But hey, if you go to Ocean Way,
oh yeah,
you're probably gonna see that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like from my experience, I've never been called like they be like some people like a white person just put their head out the window, call me a nigga. That had never happened to me.
So yeah,
and I've never seen like I've never really seen too many like black on white fights.
When I was on the beach, that was like that. So, you know, I told the story about how we jumped that white boy. And it wasn't intended to jump him, but once people seen what was going on, they just decided to lend a foot.
Hey, let me help you out.
But, yeah, that cracker called me a nigga. And then when I pressed him about it, he was like, nah, I didn't say
I killed the cracker for calling me nigga. Y'all know where that's from?
Hobson.
That's Bank's favorite rapper, the Comethazine.
Comethazine.
That's funny.
We was just talking about him the other day, Comethazine.
That's a callback, people. Patreon.com/RNOTW
REO Podcast.
REO Podcast.
Yeah, man. If you haven't, go ahead and sign up. Take a little break. Pause the episode. Go over to patreon.com/REO Podcast. Sign up. Come on back. Yeah. Pick up where we left off. Shit, I forgot my story.
About the white boy.
You just said you beat up a white guy.
Oh, yeah. He called me a nigga. And it's funny because I wasn't going to fight him, but yeah, that happened.
He said I was going to be the bigger guy.
Nah, I was going to slap him probably, but I did not want to fight him because I was on the football team. And then when he said, nah, he ain't say it, supposedly he left the school and was still calling me a nigga to his white homeboys and shit. And one of them I was cool with. And he knew that he was finna come back and tell me. So I ain't had no problem beating his ass for it, you know? But Fletcher used to have them race fights every day.
That's like over there by the beach, right? No, that makes sense. I gotta understand there be some class shit.
I mean, like out there, it really is.
You got some
like,
uppity niggas, right?
Not really. I mean, like, not from my experience, I'll say that. So when I was coming up, I stayed on base housing in the beach, right? And then we moved to like off base housing. So I stayed on the base housing for like a year, off base housing probably for like 3 years while I went through middle school, right? Where off base housing was, if you walk legit probably 2-3 blocks, you're in a black hood, not like a black community. Yeah. Like, niggas is really getting it in. You know what I'm saying? So you had those that like, I'll say this, it was like a weird mesh because all the black folks fuck with white people because, of course they all around us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you had those that like, man, if you get into it with one of them, you got to fight 30 motherfuckers. Damn. Yeah, so I used to like, you got to be careful out there, you know what I mean? As far as that race shit go.
That's why I was like, did you see that shit with Boom? Well, not Boom, John Gabbana.
Yeah.
His mom was like,
she bad.
I don't know.
Bruh, you need help.
You got terrible taste.
She decent. What you want?
Bruh, you just said that woman is bad. Like, I'm gonna be honest. On a good day, being, and not, she is not ugly by no,
Yeah, she's not bad. Like, you're giving her too much.
Yeah.
Okay, she decent.
Nigga, I would say that.
Yeah,
to
just
her
say
face.
decent.
Yeah. But yeah,
and not the Chicago decent where it's good. I mean, like decent as in like,
Yeah, she.
But anyway, so Boom, he hopped on some shit. First of all, the nigga never said he was in the hood ever. He just said he was abused as a child. Which I was, damn, nigga. What you laughed at that shit?
No, I'm laughing because I didn't watch either videos. I seen what his mom was doing, but I was on the phone, so I couldn't hear what she was saying and shit. And I just read the caption. I think Say Cheese had posted it or something.
Oh, yeah.
But
CoinTelpro.
Yeah, I try not
Say
to.
Cointel.
But I'm laughing just because, one, man, as black people, we got to stop doing this shit. Stop putting your family business out there on the internet and shit. Like I get speaking on things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it seems like right now we seeing a lot of people make these major talking points. You know what I'm saying? So one of my They Need Their Ass beats is Master P and Romeo for that matter.
I feel like more Romeo than anything.
Well, I'm leaning more towards Master P because he's been very vocal throughout this, and he reiterated a lot of points that I feel like he could have said once and handled the situation behind scenes a lot more respectably. But even on Christmas, that nigga brought his father in to like make a point that,
oh, Master P Pops?
yeah, he was like, yo, like, it's I grew up showing them that it's all about the money and da-da-da, and that's why it's like this. So now it's about re-educating and this and that.
Okay.
And to me, it just made me feel like now you're ostracizing your son, you know what I mean, even further.
Yeah.
Because you're hyper focused on something that you really caused, essentially. I get that Romeo should have been able to make money for himself and whatnot. Yes. And that's why he needs his ass beat for making that his talking point.
Okay.
But the way Master P went about it, yo, if you are taking from your son, if you did take from him for all them years, he has at least an argument to be able to say, yo, I was fucked up because of this.
Okay.
He should be putting himself in a better position because he still has the likeness of Romeo, you know what I mean, to whatever that's worth. And then, two, you're seeing today is so many opportunities for any rapper, whether you had one hit or 10, to make some money on a national level.
Okay. So I had seen Master P. I didn't read like all that bullshit because first of all, I'm not reading 5 paragraphs on Instagram. Yeah. I'm just not doing that.
Wildin'.
So I watched like Master P. He was on the Nino Brown podcast. You know who Nino Brown is? Mm-mm. First of all, why does this nigga have a podcast anyway? The nigga don't even have a mic. The nigga just in front of a camera just screaming. So funny. Nino Brown is this nigga from Miami. It's called Nino Brown 305. which is kind of alarming because why would you want to name yourself after Nino Brown from New Jack City? Because Nino Brown from New Jack City is a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
He's a fuck nigga, not in the Florida way. So he's just real animated. So he always making these videos and they like real animated and it's always like some fake ass motivational shit. Like the nigga be in front of like Walmart at like 3 o'clock in the morning and he'll run to the camera and be like, hey, don't be out here peeing. Cause you know if you pee, that's more time you could have been making some money. And you know you gotta feed your family or you gonna get pissed on.
Now I'm curious who the fuck Nino Brown is. Because I think okay, no, it's not that nigga. Thank God.
This shit just Nino Brown
I see him.
305.
Yeah, and he looked like a nigga you shouldn't be talking to. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, so that nigga just does like, let me see if I can pull like one of this nigga videos up. Like he just be saying like some retarded ass shit. Let me see if I can find him. Nino Brown 305.
I hate those Instagram videos real quick. I just gotta say that. Those ones to where niggas literally just be sitting in front of the camera by themselves in the fucking room and try and drop gems like they're philanthropists or some shit, philosophers rather. Like nigga, call your homeboy and say that shit. Get the fuck off the internet trying to make them little sound bites.
Let me tell you something. It ain't never the enemy that get you, it's always your own people. You ain't got to worry about your enemy. See, your enemy ain't gonna be the one that do it to you. It's gonna be the ones that's close to you. Cause I ain't never ever been robbed a day in my life but by my family. I'm talking about ain't nobody ever took
So this
nothing
nigga just
from
outside
me
just
but
cutting
my
a promo.
family. Ain't nobody ever stepped on me but my family. See, I ain't never worried about
then that's
people.
a nasty
and I know
ass
they like me
message.
because I know them wasn't gonna be the one doing it to me. It was
So he just pretty much saying, hey man, fuck your family.
Pretty much like
Cause he got backstabbed by his family.
straight up. And that's what's so crazy to me, man. Niggas be wanting to use one-off encounters to...
Yeah, that shit don't apply to anybody. So anyway, so he was on the Nino Brown podcast and he was just like shitting on Romeo. He was pretty much like, how many records Bow Wow sold?
That's crazy.
They was like,
That's crazy.
They looked up Bow Wow. I think Bow Wow sold like 20 million records worldwide or some shit like that. And he was like, look up how many records Romeo sold. He looked up, that's how he sounded. Look at Romeo. Romeo only sold 500K.
That's crazy.
Records, like, period.
Yeah. Romeo was terrible.
He was,
Romeo was ass.
he was like,
That nigga had them 2 songs, bro.
they were like, how many records Romeo sold? Kind of back like 500K. He was like, there you go.
That's crazy because
He was like that, but he said, because you know Romeo, his biggest song was that little Michael Jackson sample.
Yep.
He said they ain't getting no money from that. They had to give Michael Jackson all the royalties from that song.
I believe that. I believe that, and I also believe that there was no way to sell that record.
Yeah.
The way at the time that came out, Bow Wow was the biggest thing because he was the first 14-year-old, rapper, 13-year-old rapper. Having Romeo follow suit like a year after with that record didn't make much sense. It was like, yo, we not finna be bumping. Matter of fact, a good example of this would be that little Tyler dude popping right now, right? But just last year,
I don't know if I want a Jada Waiter or a Ruby Road.
that nigga do be sliding. And I feel like he kind of ended a few other folks' wave that was around his age, you know what I'm saying, and was building a lot of steam.
Ooh.
You got the young nigga, I think he from here too. Lil Tay or some shit like that with the dreads. I had sent you his page a while ago. This nigga
Oh,
like,
you talking about it's like D something, DT?
DTE something, yeah.
Well, they don't work together.
Huh?
They don't work together.
Yeah, but I just say it to say, as an adult, it's only so many kid songs you finna be playing, right?
Yeah, it's just the thing right now. I get what you mean. You're not wrong at all. I just think that it's gonna be kind of hard for like a lot of niggas in Florida right now because right now the wave is just Tallahassee. Anything Tallahassee, like, I'm sorry, that's just gonna be the wave right now. And then you got the nigga. We're gonna talk about him in a minute. Real Boston Richey.
Yeah.
Like what's going on with him in a couple minutes. But I'm like, that's just like the wave right now, Tallahassee. So if you like from like, because you know Jacksonville had the wave,
Drop the bag.
Miami had it.
Miami's always gonna have it.
Yeah, I feel like Miami's kind of like quiet a little bit right now. You got a couple niggas.
They quiet, and I feel like they're quiet because they got some shit going on. Like they got a lot of shit going that they haven't resolved in Miami.
They sipping Hennessy.
Hi.
I won't say that joke no more.
LP, let that shit go.
I'm not gonna say that Hennessy joke no more. I promise Miami niggas. But it's like, nigga,
you got Kodak beefing with his cousin.
That's Pompano though. That's not Miami.
I give you that.
Go down there and say that they're gonna beat you the fuck up. Nigga.
I give you that. I give you that. I give you
but
that.
yeah, it's like that's Pompano and shit. You got it. Yeah.
But shit, yeah. So
and then like Orlando could have had the wave, but all them niggas went to prison.
Every one of them. I seen Hot Boy dropped an album like 2 weeks ago. I say for what?
Yeah.
Nigga paying lawyer fees. That ain't funny, but you know.
It's true.
I always wondered that shit, why niggas drop albums while they in prison. Like, I mean, I get it. Get your art out, get your music out and shit like that. But yeah.
It's just for what you just said, to pay the lawyer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the thing is the label not gonna push it, so it's like whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, so it is an interesting point for Florida right now because there's a lot of talent, but I mean, the game is the game. Yeah. It only follows certain areas at a time.
It's like 6 niggas from Tallahassee bubbling right now.
But see, even to that, just like I'm saying about the age groups, you could say that about cities, and then you could say that about regions. You know what I mean? So you only got 3 or 4 popping areas right now. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Kentucky last year, not last year now, but 21 was on fire. You couldn't tell nobody shit. It looked like Kentucky was finna kick the door open. ESTG, Jack Harlow, both of them two really went to the top of the charts.
Yeah.
Both of them, right? Last year, 22, Memphis had one hell of a run. It didn't translate as well on the sales and the billboards and such, but Memphis pretty much put a stamp on the game again.
Well, Memphis still got a chance with like Yo Gotti. Not on the other, like the Yo Gotti end. Yo Gotti he got Memphis up right now.
Memphis, I mean, he got Memphis at the top of the game right now. The only thing is, how many artists are we gonna How many artists are we gonna accept?
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna jump the gun a little bit. It pained me to do this. I know we're not doing They Need Their Ass Beat right now, but one of my They Need Their Ass Beats was Gucci Man.
Why so? I've been off the internet, so.
So this nigga got so let me get the rappers. So you know a couple weeks ago, Big Scar died. He took a bad pill. Apparently it's like bad pills right now in Memphis.
Shit.
Everywhere in the country.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Apparently it's like really bad in Memphis because you know Gangsta Boo passed away. And like the night before, her brother overdosed.
Damn.
And apparently, well, this is just allegedly. Allegedly, she took some pills from the batch he took. And then y'all know Big Scar, he died from some bad perks out of Memphis. So it's like, so I had put this on my Twitter Twitter close friends, Twitter circle. So I tweeted this and I played it behind the close friends because it was kind of in bad taste. But that's what the close friends is for, to say some problematic shit. That's what Elon Musk made the close friends for. So you can say some out of pocket shit.
Straight up.
So Big Scar passed away. I probably shouldn't have tweeted this, but fuck it. I put Gucci Man is a terrible OG.
100%. I'm not gonna argue that a bit.
Nobody argued. Yeah.
You can't.
Nobody argued it. It's just that it was kind of tasteless for me to say that at the time, but fuck it, I had to get it off because it was just bothering me. Because it's like every nigga this nigga done signed is either crashing out or they dying.
Yep.
And it's like, nigga, what's going on? So I've been saying this take. I feel like this nigga. So okay, let me find out what the name of this rapper is, cause I never even heard of, bro. So the nigga name is Matt Critter. Mm-hmm. All these niggas is from Memphis.
Yep.
So this nigga Matt Critter today, he was charged for 1st-degree murder, and he signed a 1017. So how many niggas are you gonna have on your label get locked up and murdered?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It ain't that he a bad OG. It's starting to look more like Gucci a fuck nigga, and I'm gonna be honest.
Damn.
Here's why I say that. You can't change your life. Start legit preaching about living better, doing better for yourself, and then continue to promote and push the same shit that almost took you out.
Okay.
And for now, like, bro, we're going on probably 3 years of this being repetition for him. I can't, like, I'm gonna be honest. As much as I want to support him musically and shit, I can't support a nigga that's moving like that.
Yeah. Also, it's just like, are you just he's signing a bunch of like street niggas, and he like not monitoring them at all. Them niggas like still in their neighborhoods. Like I heard apparently 1017. All that nigga do is like give you a Camaro and a chain, and give you like 20K.
Ain't nothing respectable about that. You know what I'm saying?
You can't get out the hood with that.
Ain't nothing respectable about that. Like, yo, to see that nigga living the way he is now, like, I want to applaud him, right?
Yeah.
Because we know how Gucci came up, and like, yo, from this nigga being in East Atlanta to now living in a mansion and being able to show off his earnings and shit, right?
Yeah.
Salute. But if you can't do that for the people that you're depending on keeping you where you're at.
Yeah. You go on Gucci Man. If you go on Gucci Man, first of all, this nigga got like 20 Memphis niggas signed. Why do you got so many Memphis niggas?
I was wondering that too.
It's just like nothing but Memphis niggas signing on him. You go on his Instagram right now, you don't see him promoting none of those artists.
None of them.
You just see him and his wife that's dressed like a Pokemon trainer. Chilling on his Instagram. That's like all you see.
That's
him.
it.
It just see him and his wife.
Like I say, bro, this nigga be wearing suits. Like, he talk about designer shit now. Like, it's so much game that he be trying to put off, you know, like put off on for the internet or whatever, put on for the internet, to where if you not giving none of that to the motherfuckers you signing in any way, even if you giving a nigga 20 bands and telling him that's it, put that nigga up somewhere. Get him an apartment in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that these people straight so that if nothing else, they can lay the fuck low.
I'm trying to see. So he did do a little. He
made a little post about Big Scar, but
he ain't post his album. That's what I was trying to see.
I mean, bruh, Gucci in a position to change niggas' lives completely.
Yeah.
Completely. And show them the right side of this game. Because for Gucci Man to have some of the features that he has, even before he got to where he's at now, you gotta say, like, yo, Gucci is a wise businessman. He knows how to market himself. And I'm sure if he really sat down, he knows how to market other artists.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen what he has done to elevate other artists, but he can't do that shit for his own label. Like, the niggas that he has signed, he has not elevated none of them niggas.
You're right.
None of them niggas.
It's too many. Like, the nigga dropped an 80-song album. Like,
even before this, though, the only niggas I can think that Gucci, like, all right, so we got OJ the Juice Man. OJ the Juice Man had his own bread.
Yeah, he could have did more with OJ also.
He could have did a ton more. Shit, that nigga had Nicki. Didn't know how to manage her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I wouldn't say he had Nicki. Deb he had Nicki.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. That nigga was basically running shit for a little minute.
Yeah.
To where he gave her the influence that was her foundation.
Yeah. Well, I seen Deb Annie. She been on a bunch of people podcasts. She been saying that Gucci was hating on all these people, which is kind of, it might be right. But
I could believe that.
But here go the thing though. But Gucci Man put a lot of niggas on too. I think
Thug, like the Migos. I personally,
he was on a bunch of niggas.
yeah,
Dolph,
I
he
would personally
Dolph
put
on.
Nicki in that as well.
Okay.
Personally, because when Wayne had her, Wayne did not know what to do. So from what I've gathered from it,
I think that's a bad take.
from what I gathered of it,
Wayne made Nicki a star.
yeah, I'm with you. But what I'm saying is, when she first got to Wayne, I think Wayne was at a situation of, how can I push this woman, right?
I got you, but you got to give some people some time to develop a star.
True indeed.
He did the groundwork to make her a star. You can't make somebody a star overnight.
You right there. But I feel like this.
Because Nicki was making, my fault, I cut you off.
No.
But Nicki, she was making she was rapping over all the trap shit.
And the way that she came in with Wayne was on that trap shit. That's where I go back to saying we got to give it the credit.
Not quite, because once she got to Wayne, he had her singing over pop shit. You remember that song?
I'm talking about just the introduction. And if I'm not mistaken, what was the first song?
Around the first time, okay, she had her first song. I think she was rapping on was it Birth? Huh?
No, she was.
Nah, she was on Drop 3.
Before that,
she was on Drop 3.
And it was on some trap shit.
Yeah, you remember she dissed Currency on one of them songs.
Yeah, I ain't understand that one.
Me neither.
Well, he had just left Young Money, so they was kind of sour about it.
Yeah, but again, I ain't understand that. I mean, she ain't really had shit to do with that.
Yeah, I don't know. If Wayne tell her to do it, she gonna do it.
True indeed.
But yeah, she came in on the rap shit. Then Wayne, he kind of like pivoted her. She was on Rebirth. What was that song?
I don't know. I didn't listen to Rebirth.
I don't even remember one song from there. I remember it leaked like 2 months in advance.
That nigga Wayne wanted to get in his Eminem.
I'm gonna do a video about that one day. I love that Rebirth album.
God
Yeah,
bless.
you've talked about that.
I love that album. That was a really good album.
It got it. That's all I remember from it.
I don't know.
I've heard good reviews from it, but I refuse to listen to it. Wayne, again, I'm not listening to no nigga who can't sing try to sing.
Yeah, I didn't like that Prom Queen song, which was like I think was like the main song.
That was like his biggest song off that
That's what I
album.
was trying to sing just now.
What was the? I feel like the Nicki Minaj song was the biggest song. I think it was called like Knockout or some shit like that.
I don't know. Prom Queen still gets plays, nigga.
Prom Queen. I don't know about that.
Like
It was the biggest song off that. I thought the Wayne Rock album was decent.
I don't think it was as bad as what the general consensus is or was at that time. Because I've heard a lot of great reviews. I've listened to a few songs off of it. They were better than I anticipated. But Wayne can't sing.
I feel like I don't want to be that guy to be like, oh, it was before his time. I feel like it was one of them albums where like niggas didn't know how to receive it because you just want Wayne to strictly rap. Just like when Kanye West, you seen the niggas reviews when 808s and Heartbreaks first came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Niggas didn't like it.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden niggas love it.
Yeah. 808s and Heartbreaks, I feel like, was a little hard to accept for niggas just because of how drastic that transition was between the two
I
albums.
didn't listen to 808s and Heartbreaks till like 2 years later.
That's crazy. I'll be honest to say, like, it took me a minute to openly listen to it in the sense that, okay, I'm going to run through start to finish. You know what I mean? Because I was only listening to that boom, boom, boom.
Okay, you be so hard,
Yeah. I was only listening to like his singles at that time.
Nigga, I heard that Love Lockdown. I seen him perform that shit on Ellen Show.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? I'm not listening to this shit.
I think like 3 months after it dropped, I really gave it a spin. Somebody told me to listen to it after Drake rapped over Heartless.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this album good. This album good as fuck.
Yeah, I love that album. And you know what was steering me away from it? Everybody was like, oh, you gotta be in a sad mood to listen to that shit. And I don't agree with that.
I hated that time. Yeah, to where they was making they were trying to say that everything is a sad mood kind of.
Yeah, they do the same thing with they was doing the same thing with Cudi. They were like, oh, you gotta be in a dark place.
Yep.
Nah.
You don't.
I could be happy as fuck.
You could be in
listening to
one of
Cudi.
the like, yo, Cudi's first 2 albums. You could have been in the greatest mood. And
First two, even though they were dark, especially the second album, Man on the Moon 2, that was a dark ass album, but I could be in a good mood listening to that shit.
Yeah, you got to be in a trash mood to listen to any of his new music.
I'm not even listening. I'm not pressing play.
his style to me just didn't progress. Like he's still singing like he's doing Man on the Moon, and I feel like he's tried to recreate that too many times.
I'm not saying you're lying, but I was trying to think because I think his beats not as good either.
Yeah, I kind of fell off the Cudi wave. Like I feel like he rode that Man on the Moon hype for a very long time, and we were gracious.
I don't know if people gonna fuck with this take. I feel like gradually each album, I felt like he got better at rapping.
He did.
I might be one of the few niggas that love this album. In the Cut,
Yeah.
that nigga was rapping his ass off on that album.
During that time, he was going crazy with the verses.
Yeah, like that nigga was on In the Cut. That nigga, what was that song? It's a bunch of them. That nigga was playing with like 1,000 flows. Like that nigga was going insane. But then like you listen to what was the Speed and Bullet, the Heaven?
Yeah.
Like the rapping was better, but like the beats just not good. He stopped working with Dr. Genius. And like I don't know who he was working with. The beats was just ass.
I think he just was focused on that whole I make sad music shit and couldn't get out of it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite podcaster like him.
Who?
I shout them out enough, but yeah, she listened to him.
You talking about Poor Minds?
Yeah.
They listen to Cudi?
Well, Lex do.
I know
This nigga be trying to give us Blues Clues hints and shit.
No, because I shout them out enough, so it was like, all right, I don't want to do it.
He ain't gonna stop you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just brought it up. Like you might as well.
She be shaking her big ass to Cudi. And I ain't mean big ass and disrespectfully.
She definitely has a big ass.
She has a big nice ass.
I don't know, but I just want to hum on her saying, yeah.
Man, we still accepting donations for Banks whores.
Banks what?
Whores.
Get some whores?
Yeah, we got to give some whores.
I got a question, Banks. This might be too personal.
I don't care.
All right. So you talk about the blue chews all the time and the honey packs.
Yeah, I got that at the crib.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Let me ask you a question, like a genuine question. So you know the point. Let's talk about the essence of sex pills and whatnot.
Okay.
So the sex pills, they get you up and you last longer. So I got a question for Banks. Are you using the sex pills on the whores? Cause that sounds crazy.
That's maniacal.
I use them from all women.
Oh, see that sounds crazy to me. So that's why I asked you, bro. We might need Nadilac back in here.
Yeah, man. We might need the whole tester.
I can go without them. I ain't put all my business out
Of course, man. I would hope so. Yeah.
I hope so. You're young
You're
enough.
34.
Yeah, I work out a lot. But still, it's just the fact that, you need that extra sledgehammer. You feel me?
I got you, man. But why you trying to blow the whores back
Yeah,
out?
like that's great.
When you smash the whore, you don't give a fuck.
You don't. Yeah, if I nut quick, if I got a limp dick, hey, it don't matter none. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care
like,
what she thinks. I don't even want to know her name
at all.
I paid $125 for this ride. I'm gonna ride it a couple times.
I heard that.
Well, I'm assuming if you paid $125, you're only getting 15 minutes. So once you took
125, you better be getting a half hour at least.
So if you take these pills,
Either way, whatever.
When
it
you
is,
take them pills, you last more than 15 minutes.
Yeah, it ain't long enough. Yeah, this nigga say he be hard, fucking for a day and a half.
I'll come back tomorrow.
Now, let's say this: you cop the chick or whatever. That just sounds crazy.
Cop the chick.
Only human got to come.
You
back.
cop it. It's somewhere on there. I think it's like on page 3. Let's say you cop the chick or whatever, and you got her for the weekend. I can understand you probably.
Oh yeah, 100%. If I got a bit for the weekend, like if I'm paying for a bit for the weekend, yeah, I'm taking a few blue chews.
Yeah,
Hospital. I'm taking a hospital limit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm taking like a whole sleeve of them bitches.
You know what I mean? Like
Y'all about to
I'm gonna be like, doctor, what is the amount I could take before I gotta come back to see you?
Yeah.
2.
So I'm like, if I'm just like, yeah. Now if it's a chick I'm trying to impress and you trying to knock it out, then all right, take the blue chews. Now if it's like a little 304 and you cop her for like 30 minutes or whatever, I'm going natural.
Yeah, all natural.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
If I'm done in 2 minutes, then it's like, all right, I don't give a fuck. Peace. Take your money, get out of here.
I had a
Skedaddle.
chick one time. I had to tell her in the middle of it. I was like, well, I guess I didn't want this as bad as I thought I did.
Yeah, sometimes some of them like if you finish quick, you like, I don't give a fuck.
You know what? I appreciate your time.
You like, I'm gonna tell my group chat. You like, I'll bet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit with a Tyler, okay.
Okay.
Let's shake and leave, you know?
Yeah.
I know I've been discussing some group chats.
Like, bet, I'll help you delete my number. I don't give a fuck.
Right. That never phases me. You think some unemployed bundle having ass?
I think the funniest story of even a situation like this is when me and Devin had that apartment together, and that nigga had to hear me cussing this bitch out because she was cussing me out about giving her lazy dick. Man, that bitch called me one day at like 11:30 in the morning. It was like, yo, why you be fucking me like that? I was like, what you mean? She was like, you be fucking me all lazy. And then from there, bro, it was almost like I spit in her face. Shorty went crazy.
What you told her? You ain't care that much?
I think so. I think basically something along them lines. And she got really upset. And at the end of it, I was like, look, are we fucking or not? Like, we finna fucking get then we can kill this conversation. But if we is finna fuck again, then you might get the extra effort. I see you want it.
Yeah, like, who cares, nigga?
But the new ones be, and I mean, obviously we not doing one of them type of podcasts, but them new ones want you to smash them for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, I got a lot of vigor. So when I get with new women, especially, like, man, look, I'm here for the night, baby.
Yeah, new one. Yeah,
Let me hang my hat up.
Yeah, new one. You might go crazy, but yeah. It's just like,
After a little while, you know what I'm saying. You start to get the same old tricks.
Hey man, salute Eric, man. I don't know if y'all seen his new Man on the Street video.
Yeah.
So he had went out to the Mary J. Blige concert. So it was funny because like he had asked me. He was like, hey, man, I'm about to be out here with a bunch of, like, old cats. You got any questions that you would ask an old person? And I gave him a couple questions or whatever. I don't think he used them. So I watched the video. I was like, oh, that's what the nigga was talking about. So when he was saying it to me, I'm thinking this nigga about to go to, like, a damn nursing home or some shit. Like a party at nursing. He was like, he about to go to a place with a bunch of old people.
Old cats.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, where this nigga about to go to the jazz festival?
Yeah, I was just
But it's the
about to
Mary
say.
J. Blige concert. So he was talking to the older cougar joints, and they was on
They
that
gave
nigga.
they gave him a lot of.
They was on my nigga.
It was funny because when he was talking to that old man, he was like, "What you out here pimping or preaching?" He was like, "Shit, there's a whole lot of pee going on."
Oh, that old man. He's like, yeah, I'm pushing P.
That shit had me
I was like,
rolling.
what your old ass know about pushing P?
Now the other nigga, the nigga in the all white.
Yeah.
One thing y'all got to know about Jacksonville: if it's a major concert, if it's a Jags game, if it's a big event, and you're there, just take a look around. I mean, you could literally do a 360. You're gonna see a nigga with gold teeth and all white.
Wearing all white just cause.
Every event. Matter of fact, Jacksonville has a plethora of all white events throughout the year, and it's for niggas like this. They all show up in ripped jeans that be white. Some of them wear Forces. Some of them wear like some wild ass Jordans that they should not wear, and white tees, white polo hats. It's like it's an all white affair.
Y'all ever went to an all white party?
Nah, man, because if I did, that's the only one. Like, niggas be in that bitch in V-necks, bro. I'm not going to an all white party. That's the only way I would know how to show up. If I ever went, I'm uncultured.
Jamaicans do it, but then they'll throw on like some purple shoes.
Yeah, nah, that's wild.
Yeah, I ain't never been there. I remember one time it was a family reunion I missed. They had like an all white party. Yeah,
There ain't no suits in sight.
Sound like South Carolina for real.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was like in Daughter had it in Myrtle Beach, but like most of my people from South Carolina. So.
It sound about right. They dress like B-Dot cousin.
Yeah.
Or Zion. Shouts out to that tweet too.
Bro, that shit had me rolling.
Bro, my Twitter been going crazy since that tweet. You know what's crazy?
I found out about the tweet off Instagram. That's what's funny.
You know what's crazy? Like that tweet don't got a lot of retweets on it.
Yeah.
But it got like 5 million views. And I done seen it in like 5 different TikToks. I done seen it on a bunch of IG stories. So it's like your tweet don't have to get a bunch of retweets, but it just depends on who see it.
Right. I mean, that's with anything, dog. That's with anything.
Yeah.
So it don't matter what you doing out there. Just keep going.
Shouts out to the homie CJ from Public Enemies. He put that up there. I said, oh, that's the brother right there. That's my boy. He posted that. He's like, hey, tell him this shit funny, blood. Tell him it's funny, blood.
Nah, that TikTok that you posted on the RLP page, that shit had me rolling.
Yeah, that shit had me. Justin had sent me that bitch. I was dying laughing. But I seen it on other TikToks.
Yeah.
But then I had muted the tweet because anytime I get like over 100 retweets, I mute that tweet because it just gets ridiculous. Yeah. So I had looked at it the other day and like a bunch of niggas was like, you hating Zion fit ain't even that bad.
Lying.
I was like, nigga, where in that tweet did I say his fit was bad?
Right.
I just said he
was dressed like Bernie Mac.
I just said he was dressed like Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac was a nicely dressed man.
He was. He just was black as fuck. And I think
and he just always had on a Kango hat for no reason.
I think those are 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, Zion, a black big nigga with a Kango hat.
Bruh, that fit was funny.
The fit was okay.
It was okay.
It was like a regular vintage fit.
It's funny when you bring attention to it. Like
he was dressed like Bernie Mac on Moesha.
Right.
Moesha, cause Bernie Mac always wore like some polos and shit like on other shows.
Yeah.
But when he was on Moesha, he tried to get hip. He tried to wear the windbreaker with the one leg up, but he still had on that Kango hat.
Bernie Mac.
Who you with?
Generational talent. Like,
I ain't scared of you niggas.
Dog. America.
Yeah. Salute to Bernie Mac, man.
Top 5 greatest comedians ever.
Seriously.
Top 5?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say that. And or at least in my personal top 5, but I think he is just because he never really used the same joke twice, and when he did, he would flip it a little bit. He's used a bit before about his nephews and nieces and stuff like that, but he flipped it a little bit. Then when he went to Kings of Comedy, that's when he took it to a whole nother level. Because most comedians use the same material. They try it, on something that's not recorded. Or if it is recorded, when they go to the main stage, they'll use it. But
man, his daughter broke the 4th wall on that joke about the raising his sister kids. Mm-hmm. Apparently that never happened.
Damn.
No, she been wilding on TikTok. She part of they need their ass beat.
Why?
She been wilding on TikTok, bro. She said, yeah, he wasn't really a good father. Like, he was a good father, but he was like not as nice as time went by.
She said that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He stopped being loving is the term she used.
You really? You sure?
Why would I make that up, sir?
Oh man, I don't know, cause from every video I seen, she be praising the nigga.
No, it was one of them. She did a reaction to it, cause I wouldn't even do that, cause that's just bad in taste. But that's what she said, something along the lines of like, yeah, he was a good dad, but eventually, it's like as time progressed, he stopped being as bubbly, so to speak, as he was before. Is what she was saying.
Well, he was like towards the end of his death, he was getting bigger and bigger, so probably Hollywood was getting to him.
Yeah, he was tired. Yeah, he overworked himself. He was tired.
So like right before he died, he was like the biggest. Like that nigga was like a mega star. Right?
Yes, he had done. I mean, he was in movies that niggas didn't think he'd be a part of.
Transformers.
Italian Job or whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't expect to see him in that shit.
Yeah, he wasn't Ocean. Well, he was supposed to be in Oceans. Well, he was
He
in
was
Oceans.
in
He was in
Oceans.
Oceans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You know what Steve? You know that's what Steve Harvey did, right?
Yeah, he sent. Never mind, I'm about to say something wild. That conspiracy theory.
Nah.
Yeah.
So he found out that Bernie Mac was in Ocean's 11. So his ass, I ain't gonna call him a coon,
He is
but
one. Go ahead.
he called up the director, told him, I heard Bernie Mac in the movie. Hey, whatever you paying him, I'll do it for cheaper.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, like, nigga, what kind of nigga is you, nigga?
Dog, I don't hear many good stories for
About Steve Harvey.
yeah, I was gonna call it that potato head.
Yeah, no.
You know what's crazy? Steve Harvey do be doing some weird shit, but I don't hate Steve Harvey.
I don't hate him. But I don't have that connection, you know what I mean? Like I do with the Said the Entertainer or Bernie Mac, you know what I mean? And it's funny because Said the Entertainer really hasn't been, you know, what he once was to the community for a very long time now.
He keep the white people love Cedric
Oh,
Entertainer.
my God.
He keep a sitcom.
Yeah, that show he got, I just don't understand how that shit's surviving. The neighbor shit or whatever.
He still got that show.
I don't know if it's still
That's the
on
one
air,
where I think
but
like Pam is his wife.
yes.
He still got that show,
Bruh, that
I
show
remember
was terrible.
One time he had like 2 sitcoms at once, like a CBS and a Fox. That nigga, them white people keep Cedric
They
Entertainer
love him.
working.
They love him.
And I never really heard nothing about him being problematic or nothing either. So.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard any bad things about Cedric Entertainer.
Nah. He did a speech at Bernie Mac's funeral, matter of fact, and I watched it probably like 2 weeks ago. And man, it was a really good speech. You know, and it was probably one of the best speeches I've ever heard at a funeral.
He was like, "Oh hell no, Bernie, get up out that casket." That's what he said.
That would have been funny as fuck.
Still
I
would've got
probably
him up
would
out
have
of
been
there.
rolling.
Them
Yeah.
Chicago niggas would have beat him up.
He was talking about how people used to confuse him and Bernie. And he was like, hey man, Bernie a lot blacker than me. that nigga Steve Harvey tried to get mad. Sale was like, hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And Steve Harvey funny, so he shouldn't be hating.
Steve Harvey was funny as hell, but yeah, not like Bernie.
I said that man like that nigga passed away.
Who?
You said
He ain't as funny to me now.
According to the conspiracy
that nigga
theory,
be
he
having me
might have.
dying laughing on Family Feud.
I don't be watching that shit.
What the hell? Let me tell you something. I'm from the old school.
I'm from Cleveland, y'all.
You know he wanted to fight Godfrey about that, right?
Oh, why? Godfrey be snapping on that damn Steve Harvey impression. Why? Also, I talked about on a podcast. Why the fuck does Steve Harvey be hanging out with Pee Wee Longway?
Huh? Beg your pardon?
Steve Harvey and Pee Wee Longway be hanging out together.
I don't know. That's a hell of a
Like
combination.
I was randomly looking at Pee Wee Longway IG story, and he be in Bass Pro Shop with Steve Harvey.
That's funny.
Pee Wee from Ohio?
Nah, Pee Wee from Atlanta.
Maybe.
I think Steve Harvey live in Atlanta.
Yeah. He got
Yeah,
that
like most,
huge, that
like most of
compound.
us.
Well, all the TV networks is out there too in Atlanta.
Hey, man, it's ROP in Atlanta?
Maybe you hate Atlanta.
I never said nothing about Atlanta. I said the accent.
I was
now.
saying the nigga hate Atlanta, so
No, I never
he
said.
might ran
We're
you.
gonna need a new producer.
No, I
We'll get Metro booming.
I didn't call him. I called him. I was about to quote.
All right.
Yeah, no.
I was
never-
about to add that to the soundboard, but I decided not to.
Can't do it. No, I never said anything about Atlanta. I said the accent. You know, we got invited to Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I know.
Boy, I couldn't
Salute you.
deal with the
It's a different Oh, you don't know about that.
I couldn't deal with the traffic out in
Bro, you been to LA. That ain't nothing. If you can do LA traffic, you can do Atlanta traffic.
nigga. No, I can't do LA traffic neither. We just ain't have to take none of the fucking highways.
How did you get around back home or my home without going through?
Only time I remember traffic in LA was when you remember that time we was in the Uber? I think we was around you remember when we was with Chris? And then we hopped in the Uber and then like the Asian dude was driving?
Yeah.
Bruh, he was driving so fucking
Dog.
fast. He
What y'all
was
just say?
no troll. Huh?
Ricky Tan.
Nah, Tokyo Drift. I don't know if that's racist or not, but yeah.
Oh, bro, real quick, I'm so sorry. I was wilding New Year's night. This is why I don't drink. We got drunk as fuck. Well, we got drunk. This dude comes up, and I think he was police, honestly, but he was like Arabian or something. Middle Eastern. And as soon as he walked up,
You're
though,
ignorant as fuck.
bruh, I actually yelled out, Romeo!
You didn't say you getting A-Rab money?
No, right.
That nigga Tremaine was like, bruh, don't do that. In front of him.
That's crazy. Bro.
The nigga was asking to borrow a lighter.
Oh, no, he
Stop talking to me.
He definitely is 12.
The reason I say I think he was 12 was because when he left, like, bruh, this nigga asked to borrow a lighter. He lit a blunt. We out there smoking. Clearly we drunk.
Yeah.
Alan's sitting in the car, right? So if you're a police officer seeing this go down, you obviously gonna be watching the car, of course, and to see where everybody peace out. But he comes up, he's like, yo, can I borrow your light? Everybody was like, I was like, look, man, here you go. I was being disrespectful, so let me look out for you. He lights the blunt, so I don't pay no mind to it. He leaves. Probably like 15 minutes later, this nigga comes back, but he drives up.
Damn.
And the way that he drove up, I told him, I was like, bro, when you got out, I thought it was finna be something. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, man, I just need to use the lighter again. So I'm thinking in my head, like, yo, you just sat in the car for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You wasn't smoking? Like, what the fuck you was doing? Looking at your blunt the whole time after you lit it? So the nigga lit it again, and then he sits in the car behind us.
Nigga,
At this point,
when you smoke, don't you need the lighter the whole time?
Nah. You light the blunt. As long as you hitting it, you good. If you sit there and chilling, you'll let the blunt go out.
But I be seeing nigga, they be lighting they blunt like 1,000 times. That's
Niggas
if it
can't roll
if
no
it's
weed.
not rolled good.
Yeah, niggas can't roll no
I'm like,
weed.
bro.
But man, like that's why I be laughing at when folks come up here smoking them damn backwoods. You know what I'm saying? Like the backwood is just for aesthetic. Niggas want to look like they smoking a lot of weed.
That's just some young nigga shit. Like I'll stuff the whole ounce in a backwood.
Hey man, in 2023, if you smoking Blackwoods, you might as well smoke Black and Mild.
Blackwood.
But long story short, I ended up barking at this chick. I bagged her, got a number, you know what I'm saying? And when I come back to the car, this nigga still sitting behind us. Before he leaves, we like walking around the car and shit. So he needed us to move so he could pass clearly. This nigga uses an intercom. And he like, yo, careful now. Cause Cat like kind of stumbled after something happened and Cat like kind of stumbled. So she looked like she had been drinking. You know what I'm saying? So the dude was like, careful now. And I'm thinking in my head, what random person finna say that?
Yeah, the radio?
Yes. What random person finna have a radio like that? You know what I'm saying?
He the feds.
Bruh. So, yeah, I just never minded that shit. Thank God, we all got out of there safe, but.
So what he was just waiting on somebody to follow out of there, probably?
I don't know, man. We let him go. We probably waited another 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of shit going on downtown, New Year's, of course, but yeah, that shit had me a little on edge at first.
That's crazy.
Why always weird stuff happen to you and Tremaine when y'all together, bro?
It actually be, I think it's me, but like I think I'm the culprit because it don't matter who I'm with.
Yeah, it's Joe.
It'd be crazy shit everywhere. Tremaine be there to make sure everything goes smooth.
Yeah, Tremaine, he'll get you out the jam. It might be another combo because I hang out with Joe all the time. Nothing crazy happened to us.
Not too often.
Miami wasn't weird in 2021.
Well, me and Joe hang out all the time, but like nothing ever crazy happened. So it's just like
it is.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna have to figure out what it is.
Yeah, like nothing really crazy happened. But hey, man.
See, I think it's when I'm out in public, like at night. Matter of fact, the only crazy thing I can think about is when we did that show and that homeless man came up and told us that his son had been robbing banks and shit.
You know what's crazy?
Huh?
That homeless man, I got amazing memory. That's the homeless man that be right there.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's him.
Are you serious?
That be on the corner of Riverside? Yeah, that's him.
That's crazy, bruh.
I remember his face like it was yesterday.
That is crazy. Now you making me want to go talk to him. Hey man, your sons ever get up?
No drug deals
What
on
you talking
Riverside.
about, boy?
I lied to y'all so I can get $5.
Yeah. You like, boy, don't you know I'm lying?
Hey, this one homeless lady was at the gate. Man, I'm sitting out there with Justin. Justin smoking a cigarette. And she said, hey, can I get a cigarette? And she's smacking something in her mouth or whatever. She eating something. We both just stare at her for a second. She put her hands on her hip. Can I get a cigarette? So the gate employees come out. It's 2 chicks. They come out and they like, you can't do that. You got to leave. Don't nobody want you over here bothering them, da-da-da-da. Justin was like, yeah, I'll give you a cigarette. She said, I ain't going nowhere because these my friends. These my friends. The employee said, she looked at us, she said, bitch, these ain't your friends.
Damn.
You need to get the fuck on with your dirty ass.
God damn.
Bruh, the shit turned up so quick. I was like, what the fuck?
I would have been like, where your manager at?
Bruh, when the
I would
lady
have turned
turned,
into a Karen.
her whole inside was like unsold. The whole bottom half of her pants was just bust wide open. I was like, yeah, nah, she need to go. I'm actually glad you came out here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was shocked that she had, like, bruh, when I tell you she cussed this lady out, that woman out, in front of her job, the employees, the customers, everything. I was like, well, hey.
Damn, it's something about gate. I guess gate employees just hate homeless people. I remember one time there was a homeless man outside and like he asked for some money. I gave him like $5 or something like that. And I walk in and get my gas. And the gate lady, she tried to go off on me, but I'm a real ass nigga. You can't go off on me. So I'm buying my gas. She was like, don't you ever give money to a homeless person. I was like, man, get the fuck. I was like, don't tell me what the fuck to do with my money.
Like,
put 20 on pump 2, bitch.
Straight up.
Who you talking to like that? Don't give a tell me something. Don't you ever like trying to lash me.
My bad. Was your name in my wallet?
I'm like, get your bum ass out of here.
Go back in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You want 5, bitch?
Yeah. You mad because I ain't give you money. You look like you needed more than him, bitch.
Always give homeless people money. People that might be God in the flesh.
Black ones. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about
You ever seen a homeless Chinese person?
No.
Nah.
I've never seen a Chinese midget either.
No, I seen a similar.
Damn.
They call
You
one of
actually
them
got a
Bruce
point.
Lee.
Yeah, I never seen a Chinese midget. What?
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee wasn't a midget. Bruce Lee was over 5 feet.
He's 5'5".
You know,
I'm gonna expose Banks one day because Banks be talking like he just a giant nigga. Banks like 5'11", bro.
Yeah,
he
Banks
tricked
ain't
y'all.
that.
Okay.
He tricked y'all. Banks tricked y'all. This nigga 5'11",
Well, my
bro.
driver's license say 6 foot.
I mean, you tell them what to say.
Joe, me and Joe around the same height. What you is, Joe? What you is, Joe? Like
About 5'8",
5'8", 5'. I'm probably about 5'7".
All lies.
This nigga Banks like maybe like 2 or 3 inches taller than us at the most.
Like, seriously.
He be trying to get some short jokes off.
I never mind him. I've realized he wants a reaction.
You know it's crazy. So on Banks versus Davis, on the thumbnail it got Banks next to Davis, and he be giving all these short jokes off on Davis. He's barely taller than Davis in the picture.
Davis got platform shoes on.
All right. He be
I don't know. Davis got that Johnny Bravo though, so you gotta account for that.
But I look at the picture every time because I be watching the episode. I be like, you be calling Davis short, and I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, you're barely taller than Davis. You're probably like 2 or 2.
Unnecessary.
Hey, we're gonna expose you one
He be
day.
wearing Reebok pumps for John Cena.
All right,
Nigga,
man.
you got
I think he
bowling shoes.
These are my orthopedics.
That's crazy, man. Well, we're gonna expose you one day. I don't think we're gonna get in any of our topics, to be honest. Well, how many hours?
How long are we in?
Yeah, hour and 40 in, boy. I'm gone, big fella.
All right, let's just talk about this real Boston Richey shit. I guess we'll probably do maybe a bonus this week or something like that, and we'll get into the topics. Real quick, so real Boston Richey, I don't know if it's like a smear campaign on him right now, but somebody's out to get him, and it's Kodak Black's artist. I don't know, bruh, name. His name is like NFL something. It's just like NFL doo-wop or some shit like that.
I thought it was like 2-time Trump or some shit.
Yeah,
like
NFL.
That.
Right.
It was like NFL Toucan Sam. I don't.
Alright.
I don't know, bro. Name the nigga name is just ignorant.
Yeah, whatever it is.
It's just ignorant. Like 90% of the rapper name.
Can you call the episode NFL?
I don't know. I think I liked the other title. I don't know. I may be naming that. But the thing is, I kind of want to name the episode SayCointelpro.
What's the new name y'all think it is again so I can look it up?
It's NFL. If you put NFL and then put Kodak Black artist, it might pop up. Or like Lamar probably might pop up if you put NFL Kodak.
NFL Tuwop?
Tuwop. Yeah, that's his name. That's his name.
What country is Kodak
I
Black?
said NFL doo-wop. So it's NFL Tuwop.
That's still hilarious.
Nigga, why is that your... I don't even judge rap names no more. Because you can see the niggas that we interview, insane names.
Yep.
We had AMD Jigaboo, Master Jigaboo.
Yeah.
So we interviewed him. Niggas ain't put the comments. They DM me like, hey, why is that nigga name? I was like, watch the episode, bro. He explained it in the episode. But the explanation was actually pretty good, but it's just still, that's an insane name. It's this nigga that's popping.
Jigaboo.
His explanation was actually pretty decent. If to be honest, watch the episode.
Go back and check the episode.
It's a nigga that's popping right now in Tallahassee. It's just Spliff Jit.
That's all right.
Spliff Jit.
It's not for a rap name. Your stage name used to be enticing. It used to make you want to list, like go and check this person out.
Yeah.
Make you want to ask, hey, why is your name that? What? Now it just makes me want to say, why would you name yourself that?
It's kind of a weird situation because nowadays your name really don't matter that much like it used to because it's just like.
Well, shit, hold up real quick. Because you said that, I'm going to just say this. Nothing in rap matters the way that it used to.
Yeah.
Like, you literally don't have to have a hard beat no more. You don't have to have a good appeal, lyrics, a cosign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just got to be you got to be Googleable. Like, nobody really thinks about it or bring it up. NBA Youngboy, his name is kind of ridiculous. Because his name, everybody call him NBA Youngboy. That's not his rap name.
Right.
His rap name is Youngboy Never Broke Again all the way through.
But
that's a sentence, nigga. Youngboy Never Broke Again. That's crazy.
It's only that because he got sued. Well, he got a cease and desist rather.
Yeah.
From the
But the
NBA.
thing is, you can still call him NBA Youngboy.
Yeah.
When the headlines, everybody put NBA Youngboy, but like on his music.
Young boy never wrote.
But the thing is,
did you see?
But the thing is, if you go on the search and put NBA Youngboy, the Youngboy. So I don't know whoever the label is that did his CEO. They did an amazing job on that.
Yep. I think that whole ordeal was just brilliant. But did you see he changed his name?
CEO. It's what is it? It's CEO, right? CEO.
CEO.
SEO. SEO.
Well, whoever did the search engine optimization.
What is it called?
SEO.
It's SEO, but it's like CEO or something like that.
No, it's just SEO.
SEO. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. What you about to say?
He did just
had
change
a
his
blind
name
moment.
again recently. He's releasing new music under a new moniker.
What is it?
I can't. It's
Slime Cedo?
K. It's something with a K.
Oh, NBA Youngboy?
Mm-hmm. He just dropped 2 records.
Kentrell?
Cause
Hey, y'all ladies, stop calling him Kentrell. Y'all don't know that nigga.
They can. He already got a couple kids.
he got a record to where he's basically he was talking about whoever killed somebody, man.
I know his last project. Well, he did. I think the last project was on the Youngboy, but he did drop a project and he had to put it under Quando Rondo name.
Yeah, that 3800 shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Real quick about a little NFL
3860.
2-Wop. He has a SoundCloud in 2022. And that's about it. And then he had a song called Shoot or Die. That's one of his.
That's another thing. That nigga Kodak just signed a bunch of crash
dummies.
Yeah, a bunch of crash dummies from South Florida, and then he hate them in 2 years.
Yeah, Kodak ain't even trying to be a manager.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to be a manager when you're under 25 and you smoke Sherm, the new Sherm.
He signed niggas. He signed street niggas from South Florida, and then like next thing you know, he beef with the nigga.
Bro, he put Raid on his blunt. That told me everything I need to know about that boy life.
I was concerned for that nigga when I seen that shit.
All right, so a nigga with a strange name, real Boston Richey. So it's a smear campaign on this man's name. So NFL doo-wop. Shorty doo-wop. The NFL shorty doo-wop. I don't know why he thought like, hey, I'm out there. Before he even dropped a single, he said, I'm going to come out the gate exposing the nigga paperwork.
Supposedly, he feeling a way about the shit because he from the hood. He from that neighborhood.
So he's from Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard that he asked Boston Richey for a feature, and Boston Richey turned him down, and that's why he going at him.
I could believe that too, 100%.
How do y'all feel about that? That's strange to me.
Just pay him.
It's not, and I'm gonna tell you why. Boston Richey recently did an interview about recanting something he said about T-Pain, how T-Pain forgot about niggas in the hood, basically, right?
Which is true.
It's not. T-Pain wasn't trying to make that kind of music from the jump.
Right.
Yeah.
As soon as he could.
He did make that robbery song.
Right. But as soon as he could, he got away from them niggas. And it's funny because my uncle's baby mom, because I don't even think they was married. I cannot say it.
That nigga uncle call you like, hey, clear that up. I wasn't with that bitch. Yeah.
Hey, man, his baby mama, that's one of her cousins is in that group. And I always found that funny because, you know, Tallahassee just so small that it makes sense. But as soon as T-Pain could, he got away from that sound. He got away from them niggas.
Instantly.
And he's never went back. I think T-Pain looks at it and says, this isn't the music I want to make. This isn't the music I want to promote in any way. He doesn't promote that violent shit.
Yeah.
So I can respect that. I can respect him not looking back to niggas to say, hey, I see you rapping about, you know, hood shit. I'm finna put you on.
Yeah, he signed literally no street niggas.
I respect that 100%.
Well, he did sign niggas that say they from the street. I ain't gonna say no name.
You are unnecessary.
Well, he signed some niggas that say they from the street, but they wasn't making street music.
Right. So Boston Richey said that
off the ground.
Boston Richey said that, you know, that about T-Pain, that he not looking back to the hood, right? I think that people get this misconception that once you make it, you are supposed to come back and do things for those so that they too can have this opportunity, right?
That's a dumbass grudge to have on T-Pain.
100%.
That nigga not just savior Tallahassee.
100%. And in the interview, he comes to the realization of that. He talks about how he learned from that situation. So I respect that.
First of all, T-Pain is like a generation ahead of like Big Real Boston Richey.
100%. And not even just that. I would say T-Pain was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
T-Pain saw something that like literally changed the fucking game.
Wasn't T-Pain like 21 or something when he made the song with Good Life? He was young as fuck. Like he was like 20, 21. Like
T-Pain 23 somewhere around.
Like T-Pain not even really that old right now.
He's not. He's a couple years older than us. Like he's not a couple, but he's probably a little older than Banks. Maybe like 36, 37.
36.
He's about a year older than me because I'm about 38.
Like look up how old T-Pain. I want to say T-Pain like 35.
I don't know if he that young.
Survey says.
Yeah, I don't think T-Pain that old, bro.
38 years old.
38. Yeah, you was right.
Just because again, around that time, like I say, my cousin, my uncle's baby moms had some affiliations and whatnot. So I kind of heard about stories of their group. You know what I mean? I didn't know nothing, ain't meet nobody, nothing like that, but I just heard stories. So putting the times together, whatever. So just relating it back to this, I think that artists that are bubbling and are gaining prominence look to artists that have made it, but yet haven't made that major transition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boston Richey is in that position right now to where he's made it, he's on, but he not the biggest thing on the radio. He not in the South, maybe. You know what I'm saying? In Tallahassee for sure.
Yeah.
But he is still in a position to where if he did a record with a nigga ain't nobody never heard of, it could help both of them, right?
Yeah.
Him in the sense, I'm an influencer, the artist potentially gets on.
Okay.
So I could understand Tuwop looking at it and saying, I need to do this feature because bruh has a name, he got the ear right now.
Yeah.
He's the gateway. But I might not fuck with him in the same way
Yeah.
that I would another artist. Let me see if I can do this to put myself on, and we'll go from there, right?
That's you right about that, but that's kind of strange. You signed to Kodak. No matter how much bullshit Kodak do, Kodak's still like the most popping rapper in Florida still.
100%.
So nigga, just get a feature on Kodak.
I don't understand it just because Kodak signs all these artists and then goes to other places and fuck with their artists even heavier. So I don't get it.
Yeah, he got this.
I would never sign
He got
with
this
Kodak.
he got this young nigga named Lil Chris he trying to push. It ain't really working. That nigga music really not that good, but he's trying to push him heavy.
I don't think Kodak, and I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but I don't think Kodak would be the best person for A&R, like being able to scout talent. He has an it factor.
Yeah.
But trying to sign artists that give that same kind of impression wouldn't work.
Well, Jackboy was about to be a star, but he stunted Jackboy growth.
I feel like they both did.
Stunted each other growth?
No. I feel like they both stunted Jackboy's growth. Jackboy plays as much a fault in this as Kodak at this point.
I think once Kodak hated on Jackboy, then everybody else started hating Jackboy.
Okay, I can give you that. But Jackboy did a lot to overturn a lot of opinions. And he keeps the beef going with Kodak just as much because it's been
relevant.
Yes, I was gonna say it's been a talking point for him, and he's allowed that to go on now. What 2-3 years? 2 years at least.
2 years, yeah.
2 years to where one, that's your cousin. Again, family issues kill all of that shit in the in social platforms. Kill all of that shit. But two, I would look at it and say that you've had so much attention and so much focus on the negative aspect of y'all's relationship that nothing about your music has really manifested in the ways that it should have or could have, would have.
Interesting.
That nigga was getting features and all kinds of shit, and none of those records are popping. Because as soon as he does one thing musically that'll put him forward, he turns right back around and starts beefing with Kodak. I just saw something recently to where he was talking about how he not finna beef with Kodak no more. He done with that shit. He gonna be the bigger man and he gonna squash it. And I was like, damn, this is perfect for you to make a transition and start taking on a stardom position. 10 seconds later, that nigga said, how you gonna get beat up by the nigga you do a song with or something like that? And I was like, all right.
This nigga CTE, nigga.
Like, hey, bruh, we got to get away from this like violent music shit for real.
What they did on they used to do on Team Summit, squash the violence.
Yeah, Gunna about to be doing them videos again.
All right, bro. All right, stop it, my nigga.
All right, let's get back to Boston Richey.
He tried to hit the green ass nigga button on me, but he ain't had a page right. So that's what you get, nigga.
I was trying to do Only Human for a reason.
All right, man.
We only human.
All right, nice save. What I was about to say? All right, real Boston Richey. So, my question for y'all is: do regular consumers of music, should we really care if a nigga snitch? To be honest, so real Boston Richey, even though his shit kind of wild, so apparently
this story is crazy.
I don't think do you think he necessarily snitched? So
I don't think the way that things played out, I think he would get a pass. I'm gonna be honest.
He gave the police information about a murder.
I think that the way things played out, he would get a pass just because the way that he is trying to
he's going about it terribly.
He is. And he was saying that
my question is
someone said something, he said something, and the police made it seem like what they said is what he said.
Yeah.
In the streets, I'll be honest to say, it's niggas that can muddle those lines and they will extend their time by doing so, confusing you.
Yeah, well, I'm not a street nigga, so apparently in the streets, you're not supposed to talk to the cops at all.
Hey, I ain't no street nigga neither, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't talk to police.
But yeah, everybody know, you don't got to be in the streets to know that one of their rules is you ain't supposed to talk to the police.
Yeah. But I will say this, I mean, that in itself is like a dead thing. You know what I'm saying?
And he's not handling it well at all. He's posting pictures of him with a huge stack of money. I don't know if I put the picture in the notes, I think. Hold on. Is there?
Yeah. It's an ignorant picture and it's an ignorant response.
And I'm like, bro, what the fuck does that got to do?
Well, supposedly that picture was in response to 1090 Jake.
Oh.
Which I find even more interesting because did you watch the 1090 Jake breakdown on it?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I felt that was too fucking long for a breakdown, but it's 1090 Jake.
It was really long. And I kind of want to talk about that too.
Okay.
1090 Jake shouldn't be the one doing this.
Why not? Because he white?
I'm going to say this, man. The only,
damn, bro.
I'm about to get in my bag.
I like 1090 Jake.
I do too, honestly.
Okay.
Honestly, because he does do a very in-depth breakdown of these things, right?
Yeah.
But it's negative, it's only negative shit. It's only about prison shit that shouldn't even be taking place in common day shit or whatever, right?
But that's what his YouTube is.
I get it.
Because his gimmick is because this way 1090 Jake, because 1090 Jake did a bunch of time in prison.
Yeah.
So he started off as a YouTuber telling prison stories, like his personal prison stories.
Mm-hmm.
Then he kind of ran out of stories. So he pivoted into, I guess he's the
academics of prison.
I wouldn't say that because he talk about shit that's not hip hop related also. So it's not strictly hip hop related.
But it's all black people. 90% of that shit is black people. I'm not saying it to where it's he's a racial person, he's making content around just black people.
Yeah.
But I do gotta be honest to say this. He is promoting the same the same lifestyle that the general consensus is trying to get away from.
He pretty much, because I've seen a bunch of interviews, he said he pretty much do black related stuff because he said he said black people are the only people that ever accepted him. That's what he said. That's that bull. That might be some bullshit. He said black people are the only people that's around him, pretty much. He said when he lived in his neighborhoods, the black people was the only person that talked to him. So he said he only really he only really surrounded by black people.
Yeah, so
and he said he only really listened to hip hop. So
if you want to be in that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, it's easy to do.
Yeah.
If I said today that, hey, I no longer want to associate myself with black people, then tomorrow I could put on a fucking collar shirt and some Dockers.
See, here's also the thing about, and I don't want everybody oh, this nigga Am just tap dancing for 1090 Drake. I just don't see the issue of him doing the videos because I don't feel like he's doing any kind of gatekeeping and shit. He's just talking about cases and he hey, he's been in prison. He said he used to defend himself. He read a lot of books. And he's just pulling up people paperwork. He's doing anything that anybody else could do. He pull up niggas paperwork and be like, this is this is that.
Here's why I don't like that though. In the black community, that shit is detrimental.
Yeah.
We're trying to tell niggas to live by this street code still. And to me, that shit is dead.
Yeah.
That shit is dead in so many ways. Haven't seen so many people snitch. Haven't seen so many people fuck their own situations up trying to stick to this stupid ass code, right? Really, realistically, like, yo, we got to start promoting a healthier, because that's what's influencing the music. That's what's influencing the streets. That's what's influencing, how niggas is dealing with each other out in public.
Yeah, that's why I brought this up, because I was like, should regular consumers really give a fuck? Like,
but that's why people do, because you have somebody like 1090 Jake making it a talking point, making it so relevant to where it wouldn't have been a big thing. For one, niggas wouldn't have even, ain't nobody heard of 2op. Niggas wouldn't have even entertained that shit.
Nah, it was bubbling before 1090 Jake. I feel like 1090 Jake video was kind of late. I feel like 1090 Jake video was at least a week or two late.
I don't know.
Because 2op posted that shit maybe a week and a half ago. Yeah. First time I seen it on Duval promo. And it's ironically, the nigga that sent it to me was Spade.
That's funny.
So Spade sent it to me.
That nigga stayed no offense, but that nigga stayed in tune. Like he knows a lot of that shit that be going on, and I just be like, man, like for me,
yeah, it
don't do nothing. Like I don't care to be watching no nigga ethics.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But the thing is, the shit that real Boston Richey rap about, that trap shit, all that, and then he had a tweet. About Gunna. And I was like, you can't really do that if you got paperwork saying you cooperated with the cops.
But shit, man, Lil Tecca made a song about having all these guns and shit. Turned around, did an interview and said, yo, I don't got no guns. I ain't never did none of this shit. And niggas still bumped the song.
I don't feel like that's the same thing.
Why not? We're promoting the culture, because you're talking about everyday consumers, right? That aren't supposed to get into this.
Yeah.
If they not getting into it, for them, they don't know whether this nigga did nothing or not, right?
Okay, so you talking about some cosplay shit. So that shit that you just said,
what I'm saying is, what would be the difference in Boston Richey cosplaying a real nigga?
Hold on. So that what you just said about Lil Tecca, I see that no different than fucking Slim Jesus talking about drills and shit. The cracker with the skinny cracker with the guns.
Okay.
That's clearly cosplay. And being in his videos, he said these are fake guns.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't really be in the trap. I'm from fucking Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I'm just doing what I seen Chief Keef do. That's cosplay shit. Real Boston Richey was presenting a real drug dealer lifestyle. Mm-hmm. He what do you call it? Fuck cheese motion.
Yeah.
He's like, I got a whole bunch of fuck cheese motion. Got a big ass pile of money. Mm-hmm. He got a bunch of all kind of shit. That's all rap about.
I think
he rap about is trapping and shit.
I think that I'm just saying it to say that the average consumer needs to get out of these niggas' lifestyles for real. Like, just in the sense that none of that should be, unless you planning on selling drugs, none of that shit should motivate you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I say planning on selling drugs, you got to be looking at that to say, like, this finna be my ticket. You know what I mean? Outside of that, niggas sell drugs out of necessity or accessibility. You know what I'm saying? Not influence. It's not like, oh shit, I just heard Jay-Z say he lost 92 bricks and this nigga a major rapper, I'm finna go and start selling crack. You know what I mean? So, yeah, niggas need to get out of that shit. Like, quit trying to act like the average consumer is a part of the street life. Like, that's what it's become. And that's what I feel like 1090 Jake perpetuates. Because all of those, it's not like this anything on the internet today is stricken to one category of people. So he's not talking to people that have been out of prison, you know what I mean? have been to and been out. You know, he's not talking to people that have only had this one kind of experience. He's talking to everybody now, and it puts everybody on the same playing field to say, I too have an opinion.
Yeah. And also, yeah, if you just like a regular person, you should like. That's what's
It shouldn't
wrong.
matter.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter. And it's just crazy that like now it's just like with the whole snitching shit, it's kind of like a blurred line. Because you remember back in the day, if a nigga got caught snitching or they caught paperwork back in the day, which was rare, because like you couldn't pull a nigga paperwork back in the day.
Police was involved.
Like you had to go to the courthouse. Now you can.
Now, I will say I have seen police do shit like that.
What?
Put paperwork out. Like they'll put it in.
That's what they did to Alpha Mega. You remember with the whole shit with the T.I. case? Mm-hmm. That when the last time you seen Alpha Mega?
Right.
That destroyed his career when niggas found out he was snitching.
Yep.
Now you can get caught snitching and it's kind of like a blurred line. It's like, nigga, like it's kind of like nigga.
It don't matter, yeah.
All right, so the shit with Gunna, I tried not to talk about this on here because it's like, nigga, we don't know what the end game of this all. He probably strategically doing something. Niggas talking about Gunna snitch. Like, I've listened to every single Gunna album. That nigga ain't never talked about street shit ever in his music, ever. That nigga just rap about designer and fucking bitches.
And whippets.
Yeah, that nigga never said not one street line ever in his songs.
He rapped about some guns and shit like that, but I mean, you could tell that he was an affiliate. You could tell that he was an affiliate to shit.
You can also tell that the nigga was just on the music end of YSL.
Yeah,
He wasn't in the
100%,
streets.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Shit, you can look at that nigga and tell that, but
Nigga, what does that mean?
He dressed like Sephiroth.
that nigga
Final
was selling
Fantasy
honey
VII.
buns.
That nigga, the nigga name is Sergio Kitchen. So there you go.
But like, yeah, I think that today people just want to be involved in that kind of a conversation. Hip hop has been like, we've never let go of the Biggie and Tupac shit.
Yeah.
We've never let go of some of the biggest beefs in hip hop to where the only, like, niggas are still waiting for those kind of energies to come around. You know what I mean? And I feel like, yo, at this point, the game has changed in such a way. Niggas are making better music. Niggas is doing better deals, getting better opportunities. We're seeing a lot more happen today to where I don't want to keep seeing these niggas focused on the same shit. And don't get me wrong, I love riding the street shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if that shit is having such an impact on motherfuckers' day-to-day lives,
Yeah.
I could do without it.
Yeah, like I don't want to be
I'm
like
cool on
I don't
R&B.
want to be like it's tears to snitching, but like the shit, I'm still gonna listen to real Boston Richey shit.
Yeah.
It's only entertainment. Like Jay-Z
Yeah,
said.
like the nigga ain't.
Like I say, yeah, at this point, and that's why I brought up Lil Tecca, just to say that at this point, you got to assume
Yeah,
that every artist is just pure entertainment.
yeah,
That's all it is.
I mean, ain't too many niggas that's on this level
yeah.
still fucking with dope.
Now if you doing Tekashi level snitching, where he was like ruining niggas' lives and he was going out of his way, I'm not listening to your shit.
Yeah.
well, he's a federal agent anyway.
Yeah, that he was doing some.
And see, for me, it's not even a matter of like, I'm not gonna listen to a nigga because he snitched. Like, yo, at the end of the day, if that nigga got kids, if that nigga got a family that he gotta take care of and ain't nobody else finna look out for them,
Yeah,
nigga gotta do what he gotta do. But I will say this. I think that it's more so a code of like what you're presenting.
yeah. One of my favorite movies of all time is Goodfellas. That movie's about a fucking snitch.
Yeah. all of them Italian movies is
Oh
about
yeah, all them,
fucking
all them
snitches.
Italians. Yeah, that's correct. That's another thing. These
All
niggas,
them Italian
these
movies.
niggas praise these Italian mob bosses. All these Italian mob bosses snitches.
Every one of them.
Frank Lucas.
Every one of them.
Frank Lucas.
Well,
is a
niggas
snitch.
don't praise Frank Lucas.
Well, first of all, niggas done said it. Frank Lucas' whole story is fake.
Really?
Yeah, like that nigga was like portraying like Nicky Barnes shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nicky Barnes is like the real one.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Now I know a lot more about Nicky Barnes than I did Frank Lucas before
Yeah,
the
they
movie.
were like Frank Lucas was like he sold drugs obviously because the whole shit with the fur coat that really happened. But they say he wasn't really no heavyweight nigga like that. It was Nicky Barnes was that nigga.
A lot of his story has been challenged. Frank Lucas's.
Yeah.
Bumpy Johnson's wife. Oh, she couldn't stand that nigga.
Yeah, I think he was like. I think he had Bumpy Johnson in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was trying
Omar Gooding playing.
Yeah, he was trying to act like he was
Cuba.
like he was trying to act like he was like his. Nah.
So I think he was his right hand man.
Cuba played.
Cuba played Nicky
Yeah, not
Barnes.
Omar. Omar that would have been hilarious.
Idris Elba was no. What's the nigga name?
Clarence Thomas III. that just
Yeah,
passed
he
away.
played Bumpy Johnson.
Yeah, the nigga
But-
from Tales from the Hood.
There we
You'll
go.
get the shit. You'll be knee deep.
Also, yeah, they said that shit with Idris Elba, how he shot him in the head. They said that shit wouldn't happen. They ain't happen for
I don't believe that happened. But supposedly he really was Bumpy Johnson's side man. You know what I'm saying? His right hand man or whatever. But the way that they say that Bumpy Johnson died and Frank Lucas was there and screaming for him for help and all of that, they say that ain't happened at all. Like at all.
Wasn't Hoodlum about Bumpy Johnson?
Yeah, Hoodlum is an amazing movie. I enjoy that movie.
Yeah, I remember that when he tried to put that rat poisoning on his ice cream. Yeah,
That's one of my favorite movies, man. Hoodlum.
I'm not shocked.
That's funny. That's funny.
But yeah, man, all them Italian dudes,
Every one of them.
most of them told. So I'm like, bro, I don't know. I never got the street shit. That's why I'm not a street nigga. I'll let y'all have that shit. I'll play.
To me, man, it don't have no end goal. That's why
I'll play Pokemon and let y'all niggas have it.
I say it all the time. You could be in the streets. You could go out and do shit. You ain't got to be a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of life. You know what I'm saying? That concrete stretch for miles.
Yeah, all the street dudes I grew up around or I'm affiliated with, I said, hey, bro, y'all stay over there. Y'all, I don't want to ask anybody to put money on my books.
They tried to jump you in banks.
That's a Patreon episode.
I know a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with them, but like I say, I just ain't finna be doing the same shit. You know what I mean?
Nah.
I love Jax for that reason.
It's something about just having your freedom, knowing like, all right,
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to work and I'm gonna come back. You know, God willing, I'll come back. But if I don't come back, then it's like, hey, you can't say I was out here stealing from nobody. I was trying to earn an honest living. And
I
it's
spent a
cool.
night in jail. I was probably like, I want to say early 20s. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely been over 10. Like I want to say over 10 years now. But I spent a night in jail, nigga, and I was like, yeah, I'll never come back to this motherfucker.
Right. I've been arrested
Ever.
twice. Oh, I've been arrested 3 times. That ain't fun. Even in that sense.
What you a jaywalking nigga?
No, something to do with cell phones.
You
That's crazy.
Don't want to say it here, but you know what I mean. Cell phones.
already got arrested.
Huh?
You already got arrested. Huh? You already got arrested, nigga.
Yeah, that was 03. Okay, I could tell it here. So
Nigga said he was prank calling.
Nigga was a crank yanker.
I'm sorry, God. No, we were selling burnout phones. If y'all know about that with the SIM cards.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we tried to sell it to a mall.
I know mad niggas that used to work at Radio Shack getting every time when I worked at Radio Shack, a nigga got arrested like every month doing something crazy. 'Cause you stole from Radio Shack, they were calling the cops. Like,
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, we was doing tech stuff, getting arrested. That's crazy. Now Elon Musk on Twitter, he a criminal.
that's y'all OG.
But like I say, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think that I ain't knocking no nigga in the streets. There's plenty of reason that niggas is still in the streets.
Yeah, sometimes niggas ain't got no choice.
100%. Like I know people like that, unfortunately.
Always
you know
get
what I mean?
caught. Every one of them.
It ain't even to say that. I feel like this. You gotta have a goal. You know what I'm saying? So for the niggas that I know that's in the streets, they don't hustle just to be hustling.
Yeah.
I personally don't know niggas that's just doing that shit for the love of the game. You know what I mean? Them niggas definitely got big goals or you know what I mean? Like, I know niggas that have put their moms, their grandparents, their baby moms in houses, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas that have bought cars for their whole family type shit, you know what I mean?
It is some niggas that do be hustling because they don't want to work a 9 to 5.
100%. And that's something that's, you know, do your thing, but I'm not finna be involved with you. You know what I'm saying?
And we too old for that at this point. We in our 30s, bruh. Imagine like, hey, I want to start just robbing people at 30 years old. Your knees
I'll
ain't
never
going.
rob. I'll never rob. Niggas work hard for that. Now, if we was talking about pushing crack or something, then I'd be like, you know, it depends on the revenue and where I'm at.
Always. When I talk about hustling, I'm talking about like trapping. I ain't respecting a robbing nigga. I'm not even being around a robbing nigga.
That's not even, to me, that's not even nothing
to brag about.
Yeah, not at all. Like, even when I hear that shit in music, that ain't the music for me.
Yeah, that's like the lowest level of shit.
That's the, like, for real, you a despicable motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ollie Boy tried to make that song fire, and it was good. But I was like, yeah, it's a bad message. Yeah. Why did I choose Ollie Boy? Because that's the first song that came to my head.
What song?
The one with Big Grit. Big Grit. He produced it, Rob Mia.
Rob me a nigga. Rob me. Don't they got
that song
they got
is
Freddie
hard,
Gibbs
though.
on it, don't it?
Or
just
he
Crit?
was.
That song is hard.
I think Gibbs was on that song.
Rob me a nigga, I'ma rob me a nigga.
That's the Wolf in Sheep's Clothing project.
Nigga Nomedy. I mean, nigga. What is it? Nigga Illuminati?
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
My favorite
Alley Boy
project.
has some ridiculous names of project.
The Wolf in Sheep Clothing. I love that cover and that album. So
Yeah, I mean, just going back to this, and then I feel like we can do this. The only real street niggas I think that should and could be respected are those that really do understand the streets. Like, they know how niggas move. They know
like a nip.
they know they gotta be low key. Like, a real street nigga, you don't hear them talking about being in the streets. I know niggas that'll come and just cause they're around new niggas, they'll start talking about, hey, I just had to go and drop off a bowl. I just had to do this. If you know anybody. And it's like, nigga, you don't have to do that just cause you think these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Think you cool. Trying to be cool.
Or you think that you can make a pop right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers can read and tell who's who
Yeah.
and who does what. You know what I'm saying? So 9 times out of 10, if you really are involved, no one has to say nothing.
Yeah. Exactly.
The plug don't have to speak. The nigga that's looking don't have to speak. You know what I'm saying? You make one call and you can be connected 9 times out of 10.
Well spoken plug with the rug. I just realized it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's hard to tell your ass, hey.
Let's go. Let's run through these real niggas so they need their ass beats. So my real nigga of the week, I got most of them. So salute to Yo Gotti, man. That nigga, he finally pulled Angela Simmons. Took him 6 years. The women were hating.
I ain't know he was after her.
You don't remember he made it down in the DM?
Yeah.
I got a crush on Angela.
Yeah.
That's almost 6 years ago.
Yeah.
The women was hating on him.
That's funny.
The women got really problematic on it. They were like, oh, she would give him a chance. She ran through now.
Wow.
I was like, what happened to women empowerment?
I was just about to say, that's
like,
shocking to hear coming from the women.
Yeah. I was like, damn.
This picture funny as hell, though.
Yeah. The women low-key hate Angela Simmons.
They do.
They be like, they hate her and Chloe.
And her sister.
I like
I
her sister.
don't never see nobody talk about the sister. I
That's because they
I forget her
ain't got
sister
nothing
exists.
to talk about.
Every time Angela posts a picture, oh, she ain't got no sex appeal.
She don't. She don't.
I don't really
She
care
like
about this
fucking
shit.
Gumby.
I never had a crush on Angela.
No, not at all.
Every
She
time I
looked
see
too
Ang-
much like a fucking daddy. I
She
just
look
imagine
she
her.
look like Diggy with a wig, to be honest.
Yeah.
What happened to Russ?
Russ.
You mean
the little brother.
JoJo?
Oh, the little boy. He ain't out a
The
little
one, the rapper. Yeah.
No, not the one that rapped. The other one. The one
No,
they call an imaginary
the
friend.
youngest kid.
Oh.
The one that sound like Christian Rock.
I think that boy is special needs, so y'all gotta stop
right.
roasting that kid.
I ain't joking on him.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about a bunch of people because he was talking. They was asking him. I remember he like on the red carpet. They were asking him like what he's doing. He was like, I'm getting into real estate. Yep. He said some shit like that. They was roasting him.
Man.
I was like, bro, I think that kid is because I used to watch Runtime.
Yeah.
I think
Everybody
I think that
watched it.
little boy was special needs.
When
so.
I seen that nigga lips, I thought he was special needs.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I think he got like what is like a skin disease or something?
He does, yeah.
Yeah, he got like what you call it? Got
Michael Jackson.
No, what you call it? Abso.
Oh, the
Steven
I forgot
Johnson's.
Yeah, there you go.
Real quick, derail and shit. So I've been listening to Abso album a lot. Amazing album.
Smart.
So I've been watching. I watched a couple of his interviews. I watched this interview with Charlemagne, and so y'all know he's been talking about how he tried to commit suicide. Did you see about that? So he apparently jumped off the overpath and he hit the ground.
he hit a car. He fell on a car, if I'm not
He fell on
mistaken.
the car.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Oh,
I think that's what saved him.
okay. A passing car or something.
I don't know. If I remember like how I heard it correctly, yeah, he fell on a car.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. From what I thought he hit the concrete. I thought he straight up just hit the concrete.
Nah, I think because yeah, he said he climbed up and when he fell, he said something broke his fall, but
Okay.
I think it was the car.
So he might have clipped the car maybe.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's
All
still,
right.
It's still insane though.
It's still insane. So my question is, Absol is not the biggest star ever. And we live like in a TMZ era. Absol still is kind of I ain't gonna say he a big name, but I feel like a lot of people know who Absol is. Probably not in Jacksonville, but
I'll
feel
say
like,
this: people know who he is. I don't think that he's had any like. If you're saying that he should have been in a better mental, or you thought he would have been in a better mental.
Oh
state.
no, I'm not saying that at all.
Okay.
So my thing is what I'm saying is, how did he do that and nobody heard anything about it?
He been quiet, man.
But I'm saying like,
No, I'll give you that. So I think that this.
yeah, I got like kid gloves on it real quick. I'm trying to like not be like an asshole about it, but I'm like, how does a nigga just jump off? Because I feel like most rappers, if you found out they try to commit suicide, you would hear about it. Like whether it was like leaked from the hospital, it was something.
I think that he's just been out of like that nigga don't drop no music, none.
Yeah.
They don't post on social media.
I think he's been out of things for so
Out of sight.
long that
Because I feel like, my fault, I feel like every 4 months, everybody be like, man, what happened to Absol?
yeah, it definitely be
And like
one.
he was going through all that while people was like, where the fuck is Absol? And I felt bad because I invented the CDL shit talking about Absol. And I felt bad because around the time I tweeted that nigga was going through that shit. But I was like,
I mean, just another example of you never know what people are going through. Kind of like with that Black Panther shit.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman.
is that just how? Yeah, they kept that good under wraps. But that was Disney though. Disney can keep a lot of shit under wraps.
But shit, it wasn't just Disney. That
It was
nigga
his
was doing
people.
Netflix films. That nigga did a major blockbuster for Jackie Robinson. So, I mean, it was a lot of people. If anyone knew, yeah, it was a lot of people that shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's just like, damn, the TDE, because they couldn't keep that Isaiah Rashad pussy tapes on the rap.
That's funny.
But
That's
they kept
funny.
Absol jumping off a damn underpath. Or was it overpath? Like under wraps, like nobody knew about that shit.
I think that, because if I'm not mistaken, he fell into a coma, right?
Yeah.
So I think that one,
And it's crazy because I seen his interview, like he's still like he could, when he talking, you could tell like his teeth is fucked up real bad. Like he could barely talk. And
I was actually surprised after hearing the story. I was really surprised to hear that, like, just that he was able to complete an album.
Yeah.
That's a traumatic experience. Seriously, I personally could not imagine trying to kill myself, going through every measure. You know what I'm saying? And it not work out. That's some shit to make you want to kill yourself even more in most cases.
Yeah.
Like the pain, the suffering, the fact that you got to live with this. You know what I'm saying? That nigga pulled himself out of that, made a song about it. Like, I mean, made an album.
Yeah.
Good album.
And it wasn't even a dark album, too. That's the crazy
dark.
thing.
It wasn't dark. I thought
He
it was
was
gonna
having
be
fun.
I thought it was gonna be really dark from the first single.
Yeah. But I think that in a moment like that, for one, and of course this is all speculation, but let's just say makes it to the hospital. You are a nurse that happens to know his Ab-Soul, you know what I mean? I think you're more worried about like his safety, of course, you know what I mean, and him bouncing back than anything. And then by the time you realize it's over, you done forgot to even bring it up. You know what I mean? You just rejoicing in the fact that, yo, this nigga alive. I helped to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta you just gotta contribute that just having them a good team around them and a good family also. Because like most niggas, when you hear they get like hurt or something like that, that shit just instantly
It takes off like wildfire.
Like when Lil TJ got shot, you instantly heard. Well, most niggas you instantly hear about it. They kept that shit like under a completely wraps. Most niggas would be like, hey, once that shit happened, they're like, hey man, say a prayer for my nigga. And I was like, damn.
Well, a lot of people around him don't use social media, too.
That's another thing.
Yeah, nobody in TDE
It's
really.
a punch ass.
Yeah, that's a whole different
Arguing
conversation.
nigga arguing with SZA.
That's it, bro. Just ask you want to beat, bro.
That was recent.
He always
He
doing
always do
that.
that shit.
He been doing that for years. That's why she always want to get off the label.
Yeah, they always her album finally came out, so they probably not. I haven't seen a punch tweet, but like I think every like 2 or 3 months, like she'll be like, I want off this label, and then he'll say some shit like, I don't know why SZA's mad at me.
I remember one year I seen something like that, but nah.
Yeah, he do that all this shit. The shit's kind
You
of
see Top don't say nothing.
that shit kind of corny, bro. But like anyway,
Shouts out to my LA people for many reasons, but we don't use social media.
TDE trick though. Anyway,
Kind of true.
huh?
I'm still sticking with that. Yeah, just because they dropped 3 projects this year don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah,
you right.
TDE low key trick though.
Yeah, Dreamville stay dropping.
Never mind.
No, just disrespect Earth Game.
My next real nigga of the week is definitely not nobody on whatever that bullshit label you just said.
Shouts out to JID.
No, shout out to Ari. That's it.
JID hard.
Thank you.
Ari could get it any day of the week.
Yes, sir.
Nigga ain't even talk about her music. That nigga talking about fucking her.
We finally
I
agree
mean,
upon
she
2
beautiful, bro.
things. Yeah.
I mean, she got amazing music too. Of course, she could sing to me all night.
She dropped one of my favorite albums last year. All right, Donovan Mitchell, man. This nigga dropped 71 points last night.
Okay, so Amp
After-
they ass beat.
Went crazy.
After Luka dropped 61 the other night, crazy. That's crazy to me.
Well, niggas has been going insane. Fucking Klay Thompson,
53.
52 niggas. Who letting Klay Thompson slow ass drop 53?
What you
on
mean?
them?
The Hawks.
50. I mean, Clay can get that shit any day of the week.
Klay fell off, bro. Klay still hurt.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's hurt, but Clay has the mechanics to get that any day of the week.
Yeah.
Because you got to think his game doesn't revolve around much
athletic.
movement. Yeah,
Yeah, he
no
catch- he catch and
athleticism.
shoot.
Yeah, 100%, and he can do that in a motherfucker face. So
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah.
pause.
But yeah,
That's a
Donovan,
hard pause.
Donovan Mitchell, man, he went insane, bro. 71 points.
Amp, they need their ass beat. That's my candidate this week.
For what the fuck? You hate Donovan? You hate Spider?
No, both of y'all. You and Donovan.
Hey man, I think Ben Simmons should get that Rookie of the Year trophy.
That's
to
funny.
Donovan. Ben ain't deserve that.
Well, they on the 11-game winning streak, so I can't say much about the Nets right now.
Well, it's Kyrie and KD doing that.
It's kind of true.
Boy, Kyrie showing out.
Kyrie going crazy, bro.
Kyrie going crazy. That fucking rebound he caught.
I'm gonna say this,
That
man.
nigga looked like Kobe jamming that bitch back in there.
Bro, I didn't even know that nigga Kyrie could dunk still.
Bruh, that nigga got up so motherfucking high. I say, let's go.
Well, that was an Iverson ass dunk. That was an Iverson ass dunk.
No, bro, he cocked that bitch back.
Bro, that nigga head was under the net still.
He fucking 6'1", maybe.
I got you. It was an Iverson, because you remember Iverson used to like still.
Yeah.
Iverson.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Iverson.
But nah, Kyrie made that shit look too nasty. Comparing it to an Iverson dunk is disrespectful.
That bitch was that bitch was that. You remember when Chris Paul had dunked like a couple years ago in the All-Star game. That nigga, that was the last move that nigga did all game.
Yeah.
That nigga took all his energy trying to dunk.
I used to want to support Chris Paul, but fuck that nigga.
Nigga, fuck Chris Paul. Fuck Ben Simmons too. My next one is whoever. Oh, shockingly, I'm gonna give Meek Mill real nigga of the week, bro.
Wow.
So Meek Mill, he paid bail for 20 Philly women to bring them home for the holidays. So salute to Meek. He do some good stuff here and there.
He does.
The rest of my shit's gonna wait.
I don't have a real nigga this week. I had somebody I wanted to shout out, but I forgot, so it must not have been real enough.
Banks, you got two of them, I think.
Yeah, shouts out to the young fella, Devon. He when I was working with him last month, he said he was a fan of the show. That was crazy. He came up to me, he was like, "You Banks?" I'm like, "Who asking?" But he was like, "Yeah, Random Acts a podcast." So he said he's a big fan. He said the only podcast he listened to is Random Acts and $1 Million Worth of Game. That's it. So
that's a real ass nigga right there.
yeah, no, he's a real one. And then second is NBA YoungBoy for being me every single day. When they asked him about the snitching allegations on Gunna, he said, "I honestly do not give one fuck." That's how I feel about most things in life.
NBA YoungBoy is a funny nigga because he's like he's like a antisocial ass nigga, but he be on all the talking apps.
Every one of them. And he tries to like lure people into talking about shit. So
he got he had just got an AMP radio show with Amazon.
I saw that, yeah.
Jeff Bezos gave him a bag. And literally only thing he do on that shit is invite a nigga on and press him. Like he had Rich the Kid on there the first episode. He was like, "Hey man, say man, what was up with you taking that picture with Dirk? Why you do that?" I was like,
that
you
shit
just,
was funny.
I was like, that's the first question that nigga asked that nigga. He was like, "Yeah, this is my new show, but say man, what was up with you taking that picture with Dirk?"
NBA YoungBoy is actually really entertaining.
How do I listen
love
to
NBA
this?
YoungBoy.
Yeah, how do I listen to this?
You gotta get the AMP radio app.
Oh, you need to sue him, right?
Who?
Then AMP Radio, whoever owns that.
Man, go ahead
Jeff
and push
Bezos.
that button, man.
It's AMP.
Nah, I might have something in the work with amps, but yeah.
Okay.
Push that button for me.
Which button?
The green button.
Pulling up move.
He pressed the wrong button on purpose.
Yeah, bro.
But nah, I ain't suing that radio. This one from Rand. He got Ed Reed. Salute to him.
I thought that was Ricky Smiley at first.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, Ed Reed about to become the Bethune-Cookman
coach. Salute to him on that,
head
man.
coach.
Where's Bethune at?
That's in
Daytona.
Okay.
They need their ass beat.
Hold up.
What?
Oh, you done on the you got one more. Donovan had a submission. Did you want to add
I went on that one.
Oh, okay.
They need their ass beat. So I got this nigga Shy Glizzy. This nigga is a nasty nigga, man.
Nigga, wasn't you just shouting him out earlier?
Was I?
See money all around me.
I just said the nigga had a good. All right. Well, anyway, man. So Sky Bree, she was on No Jumper.
Good milk.
So we know it's crazy. I feel like maybe I was praising him a couple weeks ago because he had the White Girl song went platinum like 10 years later.
Yep.
So he dropped a video to it, which was a really good video.
I ain't see it.
He had Sky Bree in it, and the video was like really good. So I was like saluting him on that. But apparently this nigga's a sex pest.
Hey, but hold up. Sky Bree a porn star, ain't she?
Yeah, she a porn star.
Okay. I
Cool.
just got help. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, she's.
You're a horn dog.
That's a good looking white woman. I can't lie.
That is a good looking white woman.
is.
I'm sorry. Oh, fuck what you got to say. Ooh.
One of her videos came across my
Oh, okay. It came across.
Okay, yeah. Whatever, nigga.
Pun intended.
one of them tabs.
Well, anyway, so I'm going to play this video real quick of Sky Bree.
They cornered me in the kitchen with his little posse and convinced me to do this pill. And I don't know what the pill was. I said no a million times. Eventually, I was just like, okay, like whatever. And he comes in and he pulls me onto the bed. And I look down and his dick is out. And he's like, suck it. And I said no. And then he said, lick it. And I said no. And he said, then you're fine with not getting paid. And I said, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing respectable about that.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, that is.
They ain't that player about that at all.
Nothing to even joke about, you know what I mean? Or be like, ha.
Yeah, that's just like, yeah, weirdo, bro. Yeah. So it's this one dude, his name is Glizzy. He was just being Glizzy Gang. So this nigga just been dropping a bunch of like YouTube videos. He's a YouTube person now, like exposing Glizzy Gang. Like that nigga, this nigga's going insane. I hope he make it the end of this year. So it's this one nigga on Glizzy Gang. I don't know bruh name. I never even heard of this nigga. So apparently the nigga let rappers fuck his wife for features.
That's insane.
So apparently he said because the nigga got a Kevin Gates feature.
That's crazy.
So allegedly, so the nigga posts a picture of two niggas fucking this dude's wife.
Wow.
And allegedly Kevin Gates was one of the dudes in the video.
That's crazy. Ladies, y'all gotta start
loving yourselves.
For real, and saving your friends, cause God.
What kind of nasty nigga you want a feature from a nigga that bad? Like, how do you even present that nigga? You be like, hey bro, how much for a feature? Nigga be like, oh, that's $5,000. Nigga be like,
how about you fuck my wife?
I ain't got it. How about you fuck my wife? Okay. Like,
that's
nigga.
Crazy. On both parts.
Yeah.
On both parts. One, I don't even think I ever fucked nothing that a nigga just like, hey, look, here you go. You can fuck this.
Yeah.
Like, what? What's up with this? Why are you presenting me this pussy?
But okay, so he showed that, and then today he made the video. Apparently, this nigga Shy Glizzy used to be like Bill Cosby and chicks.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, it's a wrap for that boy Shy Glizzy.
Man, what? I knew it was a reason I ain't fuck with him.
So I got this other nigga, man. Hold up. This chick, she tweeted, she said, it's only one big dick nigga I follow, and that's sad. A nigga retweeted it, said, laugh out loud who? With some eyeball emojis.
That nigga was trying to find out.
that nigga
was trying to find out.
I'm trying to follow too.
Man, that's a disgusting tweet.
Yeah, it is. It's very disgusting.
That nigga should be locked away.
And my last one was Gucci, man. For that Matt Critter shit. For being a terrible OG. Boy, I know you tired, bro.
Boy,
Good Lord, this nigga done yawned in the mic 1,000 times. Nigga.
Man, I can't even fight it no more. Mine was Romeo and Master P. We went over that. Yeah, so.
All right, next one is from you. You said this lady, well, you ain't say nothing. She said all the shit.
What that?
The chick that ain't take no, she took 37 showers.
Oh, yeah.
But she had sex 60. Okay, so 300.
This is a year breakdown.
Yeah, she broke down her stats, which she said she went outside 222 times, which is kind of bad. I feel like you should go outside every day.
100%.
She pooped 194 times.
That's a problem.
I feel like you should shit every day.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
Socialized 165 times. That's it. All right. I feel like that's something you should do every day also. Worked 137 times.
See, that's the biggest problem. Y'all talking about everything else. I got the problem with that. 137 times.
I need to do that.
I was gonna say, I gotta respect that.
Let's all figure out how we can do that.
Gotta respect that one.
How is this person making it?
Shawty worked the third of the year.
Because once I heard that, because I know a lot of people, they work from home now, so I can understand you probably don't go outside that much because you work from home, you just sit in the house.
Right.
But I don't know, you pooping 100. All right. Took Adderall 126. That's why she ain't pooping.
Right.
And socializing. She on Adderall. Drank alcohol 140 times.
That's another big problem. That's it? 118?
Danced 64 times.
She drank every time she went to work.
Cried 59 times. This bitch, life is a wreck.
100%.
Had a good meal 42 times.
No, you
That's
passed
crazy.
by a
That's
game,
that's
brother.
pathetic.
Huh?
You passed by a game, brother. 44 times. She like you.
Yeah, I'm less than that. You know what's crazy? Now that I think about it, you know how my game stats was really bad?
Wow.
I'm saying you know how they were bad, right?
Yeah.
So I had looked at it. I think I didn't even game that much. I think most of my stats is from this nigga right here.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had the PS4 up here, and I had looked at my stats breakdown, and that shit was mostly what's that shit? Far Cry?
Yeah, Far Cry.
It was from this nigga. So I played games. I think literally the only game I played last year, I played like halfway God of War.
It's funny because I think I only played the game for like a 2-week period, but I definitely went crazy when I played Far Cry. Like I sat up here. I remember one night I probably played from like 11 to 4 a.m.
Damn.
Yeah, I was wilding. I was like, at that point, I packed it all into that corner and was like, I ain't touching this shit again.
That's why I stopped gaming, because I spent too much time doing it. Now for Christmas, my sister got me on the Pokemon, both of them. I ain't even opened that shit yet.
I heard they fire though.
They real fire. I would have been beat Pokemon by now, but it's just like once I play it, bro. I was looking at other niggas' stats, bro. Niggas was playing games 700 hours. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's too much time, bro.
For me, it is.
Shouts out to the homie Manny. He said his man's got like 1,542 hours in or something.
That's
like that.
too much gaming, bro.
Yeah, I do at the most a day, total 3 hours.
And none of y'all niggas ain't on Twitch making no bread.
I was just about to say, if you ain't getting paid from that shit today, I personally just don't get it. Cause I mean,
yeah, if you're doing 1,000 hours, like if you're doing like us,
like I'd rather beat my meat than being real.
like, and I don't even play.
Niggas
every
be like,
day.
it's therapeutic. Yeah, so is watching ass. So
Very much.
So I remember, like, in my peak, I used to play NBA 2K for like 15 hours. Like, I just sit there just playing NBA. I sit there all day just playing NBA 2K in front of the TV.
I'm gonna whoop the world.
I've been to play about 20 games.
I think the last game I really played that had me stuck for like more than 3 hours. Because even then, when I was younger, I couldn't do more than 3 hours because my eyes in the screen. But I think Red Dead Redemption 2, I think one day I was tripping. I did like 5 hours on Red Dead Redemption 2.
I spent a lot of hours.
2K definitely used to lock me down. Like I sit in and go through a few games.
Yeah, I used to play a whole 82 game season.
I think what stopped me from that shit, matter of fact, John Bracken ass. One day I went over his crib and we was I think we was playing with his brothers or something. That nigga cut on the first game, bruh. And that bitch said 12-minute quarters. I say, nigga, how much time you got? Nigga was like, what you mean?
That nigga tripping, man.
That nigga was like, bro, we play real games around here. I was like, nigga.
Nah.
Oh, yeah, you know.
I am legit on a time
I felt
constraint.
like I was wilding when I used to play 8-minute quarters. Not 8 minute, 6-minute quarters.
Yeah, nah.
I do 8 minute.
You do 8 minute?
On 2K23, yeah.
I do about 6. I do about 5 or 6.
I really play 2K23. Dot be on my damn account more than me.
I legit know niggas that's playing 12-minute quarters every single game.
No, I'm tripping. Dot be playing Minecraft.
Minecraft.
I'm not
That
joking.
nigga
I'll
nerd.
show y'all the stat.
Now see this
That
new
nigga incel.
Well, you already know that, but
that nigga the first married incel with kids.
with a black and white.
I'm like, all right, so I played the new God of War. The new God of War is amazing. I still ain't beat it yet. Matter of fact, I don't think I've played that shit about a month probably.
I ain't gonna lie, I've never played it, but they got these 3D prints that I want to make of these God of War characters. Them shits look so fire, man.
Yeah, the game is amazing, but I used to play like maybe 2 hours. Then I'm like, all right, that's enough of this shit. I cut it down. I was like, man, I still love gaming. I still respect gaming, but that shit, man, niggas, I don't know, bro. I just can't spend all my time on that shit like that no more.
Yeah, like I
it
said,
ain't in me no more.
Dog, it's so much I want to do in a day. I already don't feel like it's enough time. And then to think about playing a fucking video game that has no real reward,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I only, like I said, I'll do 3 hours, maybe top 4 hours, but it's not in a sitting. It's like comprised in a day.
Only way I think niggas could get me to lock down like that at any time, especially this year, would be as if we was like, all right, we finna set up some kind of tournament or like competition type shit. Cause I damn sure ain't just gonna be playing no games.
Yeah, now I just feel like, man, if you ain't on
This
Twitch,
may be the
I
wildest
don't feel
story
like,
in the history.
I feel like you ain't really need to be.
You don't. Not that kind of time. Fuck no.
Yeah, bro. Y'all niggas ain't got no motion. Anyway, but the glaring thing was about that girl. She had sex 63 times, but she only washed her ass like 37.
Yeah.
So she had sex more times than she put a rag to her ass.
Man, I'm hoping she did like 2 a days or something.
Nigga, who that nigga that was fucking her is disgusting. That's a nasty nigga.
It happens all the time, though, seem to be. A lot of these females don't wash their ass.
I don't want to put that on the women.
There's a lot of light-skinned women that don't wash their ass.
The women I know, I'm glad I date dark-skinned women.
Light-skinned women that wash their ass,
I'm
bro.
telling y'all. That's why I go to the other side, the darker side. Darkness is upon us, Charlotte Murphy.
It was one.
you
I'm
messing
gonna
with
talk
your white
about it
side.
off. I'm gonna talk about it off camera. This is one chick that we had on REOP at night. Well, she came in here one time. You wasn't here, Joe. She smelled so bad.
It's been another episode of Random Acts of Podcast.
Like she smelled so bad. I was like, oh my God, where did you come from?
Dog, the sex. She probably was fucking in the parking lot.
Baby. Joe just looked disgusting.
Hopefully be at your gym.
Nigga, like she was fornicating. Yeah, she came in here and she was smelling crazy. I was like, be a fucking lady.
Yeah, seriously.
That's why that couch gone.
Smell like ass
Do what you
and
do,
beard.
but come on, ladies. Come on, ladies.
That's crazy, man. But this been another episode of REOP, man. Me and Joe gonna try and do a bonus sometime this week.
Yeah.
'Cause we just got a shitload of topics.
Man, this was the we shooting from the hip tonight.
This was a good ass episode. I
Yeah,
love
for
this.
sure.
Yeah.
And y'all got a free episode too, all the listeners, because this one was well over 230.
Yeah.
Good Lord, man. Hey, REO, patreon.com/REO podcast, YouTube, Random Acts of Podcast, Twitter, Instagram, REO podcast, man. Check us out, sign up, get in the know, get in the now.
Yeah, like I said, me and Joe gonna do a bonus episode sometime this week.
If you ain't
Tap
focused,
in.
you're hopeless.
Yeah. It's all right, nigga. But yeah,
Just had to drop that in for the new year. Oh, Jacksonville.
what am I gonna say? Yeah, man, we're gonna drop a bonus sometime. You're funny as fuck. We're gonna drop a bonus sometime at the end of this week, man. So if you want to hear that, tap in.
It'll be on the Patreon, man. Go ahead and sign up. $5. That's all you need. $60 a year.
Hey, I'm gonna talk about my insane New Year's, and y'all don't want to miss this.
Yeah, we don't.
All right, so I'm a preview. I hung out with that nigga Hype, and I'm gonna end it there. You already know my New
Yeah,
Year's.
this will be good. This will be good. This will be
So you
good.
already know my New Year's is insane.
There is no story that involves hype that is not crazy.
Yeah, so I hung out with that nigga, so you already know my New Year's is insane. I'm gonna talk about that whole story on the Patreon this week.
Man, patreon.com/REO podcast. Y'all sign up, tap in, drop a comment, drop a like, leave us 5 stars on Spotify, man. Do what you gotta do. Keep us going, keep us growing. Y'all grow with us.
Yeah. Hey man, with all that said, we out.